Hello and welcome to another episode of Top Guy Theater. I'm your host, Mike Kolb, filling in for our illustrious leader, TJ Stevens. TJ, for those of you that don't know, was having a medical procedure done. Apparently, he wanted to get his penis enlarged a little bit bigger, and recovery is just taking a little bit longer to get through that. But I digress. We're here to cover the Royal Rumble 1998. With me, as always, are some of my amazing co-hosts. We'll start with my Central Time Zone brethren, Mr. Phil Jackson. Phil, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. You just said Royal Rumble 1998.
I'm at 1988. Let's
Yeah,
go back
you
10 years. Good call.
you were testing us. I got you. I'm great, but what I really want to know is, Antonio, what day is it?
Tomorrow will be a month.
Man, that is outrageous, dude. We are 100% behind you on that. I'm definitely not going to drink an alcoholic loaded beverage. No, I'm kidding. This is just Coke Zero. We are super proud of you, my man.
Thank you.
For sure. Well, without further ado, why not? Let's go to Rochester. Antonio Santos, sir.
Hey, I'm doing good, guys. I'm excited. I'm shooting ropes everywhere, so I'm excited.
Already shooting ropes. Well, your brother in the Northeast, he's a fan of the Boston Red Sox. He's a fan of the Houston Rockets. He will forever be known as the Red Rocket, Frank Bruno.
Yeah, it's sad that I just learned what that was today. I'm 40 years old and I've been apparently under a rock. I didn't even know the Rock had a clothing line with Under Armour. So clearly I'm a dork. And listen, TJ, I'm very proud of you for doing what you did. I'm very proud that you're going from 3 to 6 inches. I think it's very important that you have some more self-esteem in your life. So congratulations on that bigger dick.
I thought it was 2 to 4 inches.
Oh, well, I don't know. It could. I mean, he kept telling us he had baby dick syndrome, so I wasn't sure.
I think with those procedures, it's subjective. It's like we're going to do the enlargement process. We can't guarantee 6 inches, but we'll get you a minimum of 3 to 4. But at least 60% of patients will get up to 6 inches.
Okay. Well, whatever makes Mrs. TJ happy.
There you go. Joining us today, one of our special guests. I believe this is his second episode being on Top Guy Theater, from the great state, I hope I get this right, of Oklahoma, Travis Robertson. Travis, sir, how you doing?
Doing good, guys. How are you? This is from the north central part of the state, not the central part like Michael amend. So we are Pope country up here, not boomer country.
Nice. You guys got some snow too. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, like the theme of the show, we also got 2 to 4 inches, but ours melted away. So hopefully that's not the same for good old Mr. TJ.
Could not agree more. Well, gentlemen, I don't know what we're in for because we have a 2.5 hour show to watch and there's only 4 matches. It's Royal Rumble 1988. So do yourselves a favor, jump on the WWE Network, hit WWE pay-per-view, find the Royal Rumble, find 1988. Feel free to pause this while you're looking for that. Get it queued up to 6 zeros. And I'm going to tag in Red Rocket himself to give us the countdown. Frank Bruno, sir.
Oh, my. All right.
When you are ready.
All right. So make sure you don't get the ads. So we'll go 3, 2, 1, play.
From the Cops Coliseum in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
What is epic about what just happened is I had the ad, and you said play immediately as the ad ended. That was perfect.
Oh, nah, that's me, man.
That's what he does.
Now, can you guys remind me on this show? This was the free version, and what Crockett show was this counter promoting, counteracting? I can't remember.
I think.
That's a great question. Now I'm Googling it because I knew it was one of those things. But I thought Starrcade. Well, this says Bunkhouse Stampede. Does that sound right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Bunkhouse Stampede.
There was something where I think it was they created Survivor Series to counteract Starcade, and then Vince was like, if you have Starcade, you can't have Survivor Series. I know he did a lot of crap back then with this stuff.
Sounds
So.
like a Vince McMahon way of doing things.
So I've been wanting to do this forever. I just looked up the Wikipedia definition of a bunkhouse because I never know what the shit a bunkhouse was. So a bunkhouse is a barracks-like building that historically was used to house working cowboys on ranches in North America. As most cowboys were young single men, the standard bunkhouse was a large open room with narrow beds or cots for each individual and a little privacy. The bunkhouse in the late 19th century was usually heated by a wood stove, and personal needs were attended to in an outhouse.
I learned what a bunkhouse was. I started watching Yellowstone, and there's a group of guys that live in the bunkhouse. So that's what I kind of connect the dots with.
How is Yellowstone? Is it good?
I was gonna ask how that is.
It's really good. However, you know, my issues with it are strictly personal. Is the fact that like, if I'm going to sit down and watch something, my life's serious enough as it is. Give me something that's like funny, and Yellowstone's just very serious tone and what's going to happen when so and so dies or something. I'm just like, okay, give me something that's going to make me laugh. It's a great show. Don't get me wrong, but you have to be in the right mood for it.
So, guys,
Yeah,
how about this
Rick
on the?
Rude and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat started the show. This has to be a barn burner.
Yeah, how about this? Rick Rude starting in the ring, no music, no promo, no cut
No
to music,
robe.
no cops, community centers, sweat hogs.
Frank, with either of your ex-wives, did you pull the robe trick with Rick Rude?
Yeah,
You
no,
sit
I'm not.
in bed?
I'm not.
Excuse me for a minute while I take my robe off.
True story. Frank Bruno's body used to look identical to Rick Rude's, and then he got married.
No,
Yeah,
Frank
and I
has
look
always
like
been a
Ricky
fat guy.
Steamboat.
I've always been a big boy. Always.
Did you say you've always been a proud boy?
Big boy. Big
Oh.
big boy.
Got
Big
it.
boy.
Got it.
That's
Okay.
why I don't know how I landed either of my wives, to be honest with you. Well, I know how I landed the second one because she.
Well, yeah, she's mail order.
Rick Rude
Yeah.
fixing his hair before the match.
Oh yeah.
See now, did Rick Rude was AWA champion right in '87, right? Or he didn't. Let's see. I feel like the reason why we didn't get the full Rude experience is because it hadn't been developed yet.
For those that don't know, we were watching the very first Royal Rumble to honor Pat Patterson, the creator of the Royal Rumble, and it went off from just a 20-man extravaganza, a spectacle, if you will, to my personal favorite pay-per-view every year, superseding even WrestleMania, because there's always excitement with the Rumble because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, no
Sure.
matter how bad the booking is, it's still got that same over-the-top experience.
Right.
It's always going to have surprises, and I love listening to Pat's definition. Oh yeah, what a pace. We send a guy in. You should get him out. We put another guy. You should get him out. It'll be great.
So let me ask you guys, what was, like, throughout Royal Rumble history, your biggest surprise winner?
Oh man. I gotta think about that.
Surprise winner or surprise entrant?
Winner. Like somebody you did not think was going to win.
1988.
Accurate. That's a good one. I have to be reminded. I'm looking at previous Royal Rumble winners
Right.
to think about it.
I have to say the year the Undertaker won it. I didn't think he was going to take it that year. I think that was the year he eliminated Michaels to end it.
Yeah, that's a good one. The one after that, now it's no surprise the guy won it. It was a surprise that he was even able to make it, though. Was the year after that was John Cena when he made the return. Nobody
That was a pretty
expected
good
him.
return.
Yep, that's not a good one. Vince in '99. I mean, Go ahead, Phil. Were you gonna say something?
I think I'm gonna go with Shinsuke Nakamura. I
Yeah,
never thought they'd pull the trigger on him for a main event at WrestleMania.
especially when it was Shinsuke and Asuka both winning in the same night. I was just like,
Yep.
this happened. If you look at at where it went though, it went Rey Mysterio, Undertaker, Cena, Orton, Edge, Del Rio, Sheamus, Cena, Batista, Roman Reigns, Triple H. I can't.
Oh,
I totally
about
forgot.
Sheamus.
I also forget that 4 years ago Triple H won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that was actually a surprise.
Actually, Del Rio surprised me.
I was
wasn't
live. I was
expecting
there. I
that.
was there live for that one. That was Boston. That was the 40-man Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. When Diesel and Booker T came back that night, I thought my ears drums were gonna pop. I mean, the place went nuts. So it
Matt,
was.
you heard Matt Striker was like just shooting ropes, getting excited.
If you guys don't remember, the Rumble that Shinsuke won was also the infamous Rumble where Roman Reigns was number 30 after losing a title match earlier in the night.
Yep.
That was one of the loudest boos I've ever heard in a Rumble. Because
Yeah, there was
everyone was like, it's going to be Finn Balor. The rumors were Finn Balor is going to debut in the Rumble. It's going to be his call up. You know, it was freaking Roman Reigns, and everyone. There were like reaction videos to that shit. Like,
everywhere.
What?
They're like, what? No.
And then he didn't win, which is a miracle.
This
Yeah,
is the
I
one
remember-
where John Cena is very loud, telling him, "Shinsuke, now get in now."
I went to
I missed that. I'm sorry. I didn't know that happened.
I'm surprised, Frank, you even went to an event that wasn't at Providence, Rhode Island, by the way.
It's it's always Providence first, but I'll give Boston a go.
I went to the Royal Rumble in 2015. My dad and I went. And that was another really good one where there were some boos, if you will. Because if you remember
Wasn't that
The
where
Rock-
The Rock came out?
yeah, and you could tell the Rock was just like, why are people booing?
Me, it's The
That-
Rock. Everyone
that
loves
Philly?
me.
Yeah,
That was Philly.
My wife, she was in the audience that night, probably.
they were mad about Daniel Bryan getting eliminated.
Oh my God, I remember that his big comeback, and he got eliminated like halfway through the Rumble. They were pissed.
Yeah,
I will say that led to a really good. I would have to say I really liked it. In the next month they had Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan at was it Elimination Chamber, I think. But it was a really
Yep.
good match. I was surprised that they got that out of Roman.
My we were talking about surprise winners. My two favorite surprise entrants. Number one has to be Edge.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that.
Nobody saw that. I had an inkling Edge was coming back when about 6 months prior he gave Elias a spear. It's like Edge wouldn't be doing that if he weren't capable of doing other things. But I still was like on the fence, but he was like so adamant on Twitter, like I am not coming back on Twitter, on Instagram. He's like, I am not medically cleared. I'm gonna die. But my other one, this is almost the one to beat Edge, was Mr. Perfect, who went to the
Oh, yeah.
final four of that Rumble that night.
Yeah, that was 02.
Yep, that was
Yeah, I think-
fantastic.
I think Goldust came back that night too, and I don't know why, but I loved
2002.
Goldust too. Yeah, I loved Goldust when he came
Frank,
back.
true,
Yeah.
true or false, if I buy you the Gold Dust outfit, you'll wear it around the house at least once.
The robe?
Well, the bodysuit.
the wig.
Oh, I totally wear the bodysuit.
Yeah, around your
I'll wear it.
parents.
I'll wear it on the show.
Okay, you heard
heard that first.
folks.
Are you looking for it right now, Mike?
Oh, I'm sure he is.
You can
It's
hear us
probably in his
typing.
cart.
Oh man, they have it for sale on AliExpress. We're gonna go with the male outfit. Okay.
Size medium.
Yeah, what size are you, Frank?
Size fluff.
You can put it in the chat if you'd rather.
Okay, yeah, let me do that.
Because they
What's your
have,
guys'
I
favorite-
think they have your size because it's extra small, and this is for the crotchal region. By the
Yeah, I
way,
was about to say, Frank just put it in the chat. It's triple XL minus extra small crotch region. He was very specific.
and to answer Frank's earlier question, Rick Rude was only in the WWF for about 6 months at this point in time. So you're right. They didn't have everything figured out. Oh, they got your
This is not
size,
exactly
Frank.
the era.
Extra large crotch. Okay.
Don't wait. What's the
Oh,
point
yes.
of me putting it in the chat if you're gonna say it out loud? Christ.
Because I can't pull up the chat while on the screen that I'm watching, so I appreciate that, Santos.
Frank,
No
just
problem.
promise me that if I buy this for you, even if it's tight, you're gonna wear it at least once on the show.
Yes, I will. I totally will do it.
Oh man, this might be
I'm
the
in.
best $75 I've ever spent.
It's 70. Oh my God, Jesus!
What a steal.
This
What
is a
this?
great.
Look
This
at
is a
the
great
deep
match. though.
arm drag.
Yeah.
I've always let me tell you. I've always loved. I mean, I like Steamboat, but the arm drags. Oh, I love him. Like how he does that. And has anybody ever really been able to duplicate them? I know people have tried.
I don't think so, because he
Yeah.
got the arm drag to where it actually looked like it meant something.
I feel like Steamboat was the Daniel Bryan of WCW.
Yeah.
There you go.
I popped big. What was that 3-on-1 handicap match at 25? It was Steamboat, Piper, and Snuka. Richard Jericho.
When you pop, did you shoot a rope?
Oh boy.
No, not that pop. No, I mean when Steamboat came in, he was moving. Meanwhile, the other two couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, that was 09, and then what that led to the only time I ever saw Steamboat wrestle, which was at Backlash 09, live from Providence, Rhode Island.
Oh crap.
Jericho versus Steamboat.
So what was the one before Backlash? Where you
What's
saw
that?
him? The one where you saw him first. What event was that?
Backlash 2009. I'd never seen him wrestle in his prime.
So for
I
those that
never
are
saw him in
curious,
those other.
for those that are curious, which is absolutely nobody, I'm still royally butthurt from Ask Conrad Anything in the verbal lashing Mr. Thompson gave me that will go down in internet history and last forever. If you was to Ask Conrad Anything, I'm a Kenny Omega fan, and apparently that's pretty polarizing. And
I
Mr.
remember
James
this.
Quello is very much not a Kenny Omega fan, and we've had debates about this for a while. So I asked Conrad a pretty relevant AEW question. He answered the question, and afterwards, my smart ass had to get in, hey, Conrad, would you please let James Quello know that Kenny Omega is not overrated? And then Conrad proceeded to school me as to why he believes Kenny Omega is overrated. And I'll never live that down, ever.
Yeah,
Don't
he's
forget-
a heel.
Don't forget Evan said the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah, you know how Conrad always says you can't hide money? So, and he's talking about all of his other co-hosts. Then he takes a shot at people that collect pops. And I immediately thought of Frank because we have collections. And I'm like, I can't afford that other crap. You know, I don't know Ric Flair. I haven't been in his house. I don't know these other wrestlers.
I mean, he's buying ring worn belts, Travis. Like, what the hell is he ever gonna do with those?
And you know what? I'm really excited because he said whenever we finally do the get together, he's bringing all those belts for us to hold and check out and do a three-way with. I mean, no, not three.
Wow.
Wow.
Two things. I just thought about this. One, we can't wait for the next Tony Schiavone Zoom, because don't forget, Phil, you got to ask a question at the next Tony Schiavone Zoom.
Yes.
Second of all, I just came up with an amazing question, Frank, for you to ask Conrad in one of the Ask Conrad Volume 38 or whatever's next. I
And
think
he's not
you
going to believe it's still a thing.
Yeah. You need to type your question, Frank, should be, I know you have ring used belts. What are the odds you have the belt Shawn Michaels you wore in his Playgirl?
Oh my God, I'll totally ask him that.
You need to ask him that.
And can you please get it?
Oh my God.
Or better yet, any
Oh,
leads
shit.
on who has it.
If you need a picture, he can send one.
Oh, I can send a picture. Rocco sent me one in a friggin' chat one time of the main one where he's wearing nothing but the belt.
You know what came in the
Man, look at
mail?
Rick
Playing
Rude.
it.
I never
came
knew.
in-
Hold on a second. I never knew Rick Rude had a tattoo.
Guess what came
Hey.
in the mail for me, Frank?
What?
The WCW,
Oh!
the Nitro Girls penthouse.
Oh my God! I didn't know you bought that.
It was
Oh,
$8 on eBay.
That interview Carl had with Shea was really, really awesome.
Yes.
It was. I was really like I was nervous as hell. For
I know.
that.
I was trying to break Frank.
Yeah,
It's
you.
not going to
bastard.
be. It's not going to be as good as our Big Dick Johnson guest next week. But
Dick Johnson.
You mean Frank?
Oh boy, God, no, please.
Oh, that's even better.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
holy shit! I just realized how much Frank looks like Big Dick Johnson.
I know.
Oh my God.
I'm never gonna unsee that now.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
see, the thing about me is with the fact that I had that surgery is that I'm not proportionate anymore. Like at least Big Dick Johnson was like whoop, like big, like
Like, how
and-
long is it going to be before you have a background of Big Dick Johnson with Frank's face on it?
I probably won't have one for quite some time because I don't want anybody to threaten me about Frank. I feel like if you pick on Frank enough, you're gonna get threatened by someone.
what?
Hey, joining us is Megan Nelson's background.
Yeah, she want to do something. Oh, she is.
Woo! Welcome, Megan.
Connecting to audio. There she is.
There's
There
There she
Megan.
is.
Hey, I couldn't
Hello.
find my cell phone.
All good. Welcome, Megan. I hope you're feeling good.
I'm a little bruised. I'll be okay.
Well, I'm sure there's a good story behind that, but I won't press you.
No, it's nothing major. I fell down steps and it was raining and
You're supposed to make up a story.
I was drunk. I
There
don't
you
know.
That's a little better.
Thank
We'll take
you.
it.
Are you going to join us in the watch along? Do you need a time code?
Yeah, what are we watching?
Royal Rumble 1988.
Okay.
89, I'm sorry.
88.
No,
Did I
88, I'm
miss
right.
did I miss the coked out intro?
The coked
We
out
are-
intro.
You know when Vince does a ton of coke and he does the intro?
Oh,
Oh
It's
yeah,
the
you missed all
Rumble,
that.
the
Yeah.
Royal Rumble. I missed that.
Hey, I accidentally just screwed up my time code. Somebody tell me when we get to 22:30.
we're like 4 minutes out.
4 minutes away.
Megan, you have the network?
Yeah, let me get it on.
So what's going on,
Yeah.
Megan? Besides
Mr.
your
Hi.
impending stare fallout
There's a-
situation.
Actually, Megan, why don't you tell the fans of Top Guy Theater? I think this is your first time on, so tell the fans, where are you from?
Yeah, who's all on and who's Travis talking to?
He's at a strip club, so
I'm talking to you guys.
Your mute was on.
Yeah, I was having a private conversation with one of the employees.
at the strip
You can
club.
vouch for that.
At the strip club, wing night. Actually, strip clubs. Wait, what state do you live in?
State of confusion.
Okay, I think strip clubs are open there, so that's a plus.
Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, everything's open in Oklahoma. Ask JR.
Sassafras.
So what do
Well,
you do for a living, Megan?
I'm sorry.
What do you do for a living?
I work in sales for a distributor based out of Canada. So we sell everything from home decor to fashion to baby to everyday living. So it keeps me very busy. Definitely. So I'm really not that interesting. I wish I could say I had an awesome, I was an actress or something really cool, but I'm good.
We're all pretty boring in here, except for Mike. Mike
Well-
takes up all of our bland.
Well, I'm a
I
bus
mean-
driver, so
you did miss the exciting stuff, Megan, and that was Frank Bruno has agreed to wear the gold dust bodysuit if I buy him one. So
Oh, please, please, please.
That's happening.
I'm doing it. Yeah, I'll do it.
Now, who's going to dress up like Marlena?
You.
Ooh.
Oh God.
That could
Voted with me
That could
on.
be Lauren. That could be Brandy. That could
Or it
be
could be you.
Brooke.
It can only be you or Lauren because you're the only two blonde. Like you have the hair color.
I could color it. I can go brunette tomorrow if I want to. I just
Marlena was a
watched it.
blonde at one time, wasn't she?
She was always a blonde.
Exactly. You got the Marlena hair. You're fine.
You have to smoke the cigar too.
I can do that. I look very washed out. But that's okay.
Kyoto?
No, you look fine.
That's not
that's-
Kyoto, is it?
That's
Is that
Dave
Earl?
Hefner.
Oh, is it
That's
Earl?
baby Earl.
Earl
We're
or
close to
Dave.
22:30.
Oh shit! I'm not gonna lie.
No,
we're
you
at
got
21,
1 minute.
22.
I actually wouldn't mind being Terry from the Alexandra York era. That would be kind of cool. I just need a sexy Mike Rotunda guy, like a VK Wall Street. So that would be a really cool.
You had to get that in. I love it.
You know, Matt Levitt is the perfect person for that when he's not wrestling his Penta on Wednesdays.
Who is?
Matt Levitt.
Wait, do I know Matt?
I don't think
You
so.
haven't met Matt? Matt is an attorney, and he is the world's largest Penta fan. He probably owns 80% of Penta's actual wardrobe. We have a running theory that he actually is Penta. Every Wednesday night, he has night court. He owns tons of Penta apparel. He's the same height as Penta, and we've never seen Matt and Penta in the same place at the same time.
It's like Michael Jackson and Prince. You've never
Yep.
seen them in the same place either.
22-23. Bill. 5,
Think about that. I should put it on the network,
7,
right?
8,
Yes.
9, 30.
Got it.
God, that logo's terrible.
That
But yeah, I
logo
really
is
have nothing
beautiful.
interesting to bring to the group.
No, not the Royal Rumble look. I
Will
mean,
you
not the WWF logo.
Stop knocking yourself.
Yeah,
look
you're
at
really-
look at the hog on Jesse the Body Ventura.
Hold on,
I'm
let
not
me turn it
looking at
on.
that. Not looking at that. Nope.
They're up now, so don't worry.
Wait, I want to see it.
I would say that's
Trust
what
me.
she said, but she
Look
literally
at the
just said,
gut on Jesse the Body Ventura. He's no longer the body.
Oh, is this the
The bench press.
the
Bravo.
horrible,
Yeah.
horrible weightlifting thing.
yeah, the world's strongest man thing.
It's
where
Dino
you-
Bravo.
Okay.
And Dino's brothers with Johnny Bravo, right?
Bravo.
My uncle, I think.
I got it. Oh, we also Megan missed the Red Rocket intro.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I'm good.
What's
Sounds
sad
really
is-
perverse.
Frank will
I
explain
didn't-
later.
I just didn't know what a red rocket was. That's really what it has to come down to.
I'm trying to find Royal Rumble 88. Hold on.
So if you go to WWE pay-per-view, and then you go to Royal Rumble, and you go 1988, you'll find Royal Rumble 1988.
Okay. Oh, found it.
That's Frenchie.
We're
I
at
actually just
24
taped-
minutes.
oh wait, I have to sign in. Hold on. But no, enjoy.
Well, Dino looks really good without 5 bullet holes in his head.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Oh
What
my
are you talking
God,
about?
My
Frank.
God.
I'm sorry.
Too soon, Frank. Too soon.
It's only been 27 years.
That just went south quick.
Title of Frank's sex tape.
You could tell there's fake weight in there. Look at the different coloration.
Okay, I don't think I've seen this ever. Oh, there's oh yeah, he does have some hog meat going on in that video.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So does Dino
At the right
Bravo.
time, Megan.
God, needs to calm down.
This is the first time I've seen this pay-per-view in about 25 years.
We're at 25 minutes even.
Little known fact, York Barbell is on the east side of Pennsylvania, and there's actually a huge statue of a guy all jacked lifting a barbell. And I
You
believe
see?
it rotates.
And you say you're boring.
Yeah, like Antonio's like, I'm just a bus driver. Have you heard some of the shit he's told us?
Yeah,
Like,
I call him mass transit.
yeah.
For mini mass.
And then
Crazy.
we've got an aspiring valet for IWC over here, but she's not interesting at all.
I'm not a valet for IWC. You kidding me?
I said aspiring.
Oh, I'm not aspiring. I'm too No, I'm good.
She knows the owner of IWC. She's friends with most of the wrestlers. She could tell you all these great stories, but she's boring. Like,
Not all the great stories. Remember that. I
come on.
gotta be good.
I learned about Dylan Bostic from you. Like, come on.
That's true.
I didn't know who he was, what he was, and why he was on OnlyFans.
He's a
And
very-
now, go ahead, Megan. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was going to see if what's the timestamp?
2618,
Oh, cool. I'm not
2619,
that far off.
2620.
Hold on.
Frank, out of curiosity, are you still subscribed to his OnlyFans or?
Just for the record, everyone, I never was. I
Mhm.
just didn't understand why a professional wrestler that was as good as he is had to be on OnlyFans. And Megan smartened me up.
So it's official. You're the most boring if you're not subscribed to him.
Yeah. Frank didn't know why he would have an OnlyFans. Frank didn't know what a Red Rocket was. It was a few weeks ago that Frank didn't know what a bukkake was.
Oh God.
Oh
like-
yeah.
Frank,
Lauren didn't know
Frank-
either.
Frank has no sex life.
I have no sex life. We've talked about this.
Frank
So,
has done
for-
inappropriate things with a Funko Pop at least twice.
No, although I will tell you, I got my crow face sting in today, so I'm very excited
Nice.
about that.
Did you get a Red Rocket?
I did not get a red rocket. I may get a red rocket when Wolfpack sting comes in.
So what's interesting about Frank is that he's uninteresting in
Frank is
so many
interesting.
ways.
I mean, yeah, guys, if you could be a fly on my wall, and please no
Pass.
jerk off, no jerk off comments. I really am. It's really boring. I'm boring. I really am. It's not. I mean,
Okay, everyone on this show has some sort of niche or niche, however you want to pronounce it, and brings something to the table. And I firmly believe that. You know, we wouldn't be on this show if we didn't bring something to the show. You know, full disclosure, and I've said this a couple of times. When I first joined Ad Free Shows and I was on My Chat Pack Live, you know, I've got foster kids, and you know, I've got 6 kids total, and that's kind of what people seemed like was interesting about me, and that's why I was on My Chat Pack Live. And I kind of feel like, you know, because I was on My Chat Pack Live, I was brought into Top Guy Theater, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, they don't care about my personality or what I have to say. They just care about the fact that I have foster kids. They're like, holy crap, this guy's a good dude. And afterwards, we're just like, no. But I get that out of my head pretty quick because I feel like I have a lot of, I have no idea what exactly I have to offer, but I'm still here. So clearly I'm offering enough to stick around. You know, and Antonio, you have so many stories that are outrageous, and seen and done so much in your life in the amount of time you've been alive that, you know, you're there. And Frank, you know, you're 40 years old. You've been through 2 divorces, which in and of itself is a hell of a lot of stuff to do in your life. And you know, you are you take jokes like a champ, and you roll with it. And Mike, in my opinion, is the most interesting person, period. He's got so many. I can't even like he's gotten Bruce Pritchard his precious soapy water. He's got jokes for days. He is one of the most caring individuals we have on this show, whether he wants to admit it or not. And he's just an all around. He's trying to get me to stop talking about it, but I'm not. Mike's a fantastic individual. And then we've got Matt Levitt. Matt Levitt is a saint in every sense of the word. Does tons of charity work and gets upset even after the charity work's done because he doesn't feel like he's done enough. And then we have TJ, who is, you know, this is his brainchild. And TJ is just, he's got charisma for days. He's a low-key hilarious individual, and knows how to keep us all, you know, go in the right direction. And then there's Henry Evingham. Henry, when we started the show, was a turtle. He was, or he was a butterfly waiting to blossom out of his cocoon. And every day he gets a little bit more sass and a little bit more into what we're doing. So my perspective, everyone's got something great to offer this show, and everyone belongs here.
Now, I
Oh,
want to ask.
wait, I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
sorry. We were remiss. And then there's Brandy, who's a legitimate pro wrestling journalist and
Yes.
queen of sass, and has so much knowledge and foresight into what she offers the show as far as women's wrestling and as far as other takes that we might not necessarily see. So, and she also will fuck you up. So,
Accurate.
Okay, so I'll shut off now.
So I wanted to tell you guys. Have you heard what Henry's up to? He bought that. Is it TEW?
Yep.
Is that what it is? And so I'm totally, once I'm done. Mike, I have my finals on Wednesday for my class. I'm gonna get it once I'm done with school, because it is. He sent me a profit and loss statement for his first year. He's been asking me who he should sign. I'm so into this thing
I
that
can't wait.
Wait, who
I'm
did he buy?
it's called TEW. Is it? It's
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 like a
like
wrestling simulator game.
and it's like, I think it has something to do with keeping WCW open in 2001, right?
So TEW is a wrestling simulator game. The just so that you guys, so I hold off on buying it because I have a feeling we're gonna have promo codes for it in the near future.
I thought it was an actual promotion.
No, it's a game. When you get the game, there's nothing in it. It's a bunch of fake wrestlers. There is what they call mods, which is a very easy download. And you can put it right into TEW, and you can download somebody's 1998 mod, and you can pick between. Do you want to run WWF, WCW, ECW? Shit, you can run New Japan, and it preloads the rosters, the contracts, and all that, and you legitimately run and book a promotion from that point on. So, yeah, he's doing that save. I've been practicing on a WWF, a 1998 mod. I took on WWF just before King of the Ring 98. There's a lot of cool ones out there. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting game. We're hoping to get some promo codes soon. But yeah, it's fun. I mean, he was hitting me up too, because he was asking what was a good rating in terms of from his pay-per-views, a good buy rating on those. So he's all in. And the fact that he's already a year in tells me he spent, because to play the game accurately, you need to do what most wrestling organizations would do and pre-plan out a year's worth of everything to build it appropriately. A week's worth of shows probably takes 3 or 4 hours, in my opinion, to plan. So the fact that Henry busted through a year like that, crazy.
I played a version of it years and years and years ago, and now I'm excited to get back into it. I was going to get it for Christmas, but now I'm going to hold off to that promo code. But I'm ready. I think we could all collaborate on something really awesome with this.
Yeah, I was planning on getting it next week.
Yeah, I'm hopefully I'll know more in the next couple days. I emailed them on Tuesday. They didn't respond. I emailed them again on Thursday, and the guy's like, "Hey, sorry, I've been kind of busy with my day job." So I know the developers of it, this isn't their go-to, and they develop a lot of games. So I'm hoping to hear back. If I don't hear back from them probably by end of the day tomorrow, I'll email them again on Tuesday just to follow up to see what we can make happen. And as a side note, I have, Phil alluded to how I like to play jokes and have jokes for days. I have a pretty good joke up my sleeve for Friday night. So not to shill out for the chat pack on TJ's show, but for you guys, you should watch the chat pack on Friday night to see what I have up my sleeve.
Speaking of chat pack, Wednesday and Thursday, Carl and myself are going to do a 2-day piece on Kenny Omega. Now, this isn't going to be a debate format with James Quillo, but James will be involved. We're going to look at his career. We're going to look at the 2 out of 3 falls match and kind of just look at the pros and cons and discuss why he's a polarizing figure in wrestling. Again, not a debate, but just 2 different takes on it. And I think it's going to be pretty interesting. I think this is the first time I've been on Chat Pack as a guest since my first appearance 3-4 months ago. So I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
So
It's
Travis,
gonna be a cool one.
while we're waiting for this horrible Dino Bravo segment
I
to
can't
end,
believe
what have
it's
you
still
been up to
going.
This is like a
What's that?
bad date.
Yeah, Travis, since your last visit here, what have you been up to?
Who? Me?
Travis.
Travis.
Oh, Travis.
The same old, same old. I upgraded just to be part of that Mike Chioda thing that we had on Saturday, which I thought was amazing. Yeah, just living life.
Fantastic. That
Wow,
Mike
great
Chioda
answer,
is
huh?
that Mike Chioda has been absolutely worth it. And we've been kind of tossing around who the magical sixth podcast is for Conrad. Mike and I talked about it earlier today. We've got a few ideas, and apparently on Lori Bischoff's podcast, he said Conrad specifically said that the sixth person is a WWE Hall of Famer who's older and starting his own business and wants to plug it like Conrad plugs his mortgage business. So we've been digging through all day, like on Hall of Famers that have started businesses. A few names have popped up. One, my initial was Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner, Hall of Famer, but he's reopening his business because he closed his Shoney's and now he's opening a sports bar. So, no Hall of Famer. We also said X-Pac. And the big one we had talked about, and we don't know if he's opening his own business or not, was Sting. Sting would be an amazing podcast.
What about Kurt Angle?
Under WWE contract still.
I
No,
thought he got let
released.
go and his
No.
90 days is up.
Is he really?
Mhm.
Released.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's owned a business for probably about 20 years, called just a bunch of wellness stuff in the Pittsburgh area. So he's
Right.
always has ran a business. So that would be my guess, would be Kurt Angle.
Right.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, looking it up right now, he opened he officially started a new business in July 30th.
Wow.
So that could be it. It could be. It's true. It's true.
Good call. That would be a great podcast.
I think because he has all that TNA, and I think that's the one thing missing from his podcast is a little bit more of that TNA insight
Right.
on a wrestler, because he doesn't have a wrestler on his show, if you think about
Right.
it. So he has Jim Ross is a commentator, Tony's a commentator, Eric Bischoff, everything. Help me out. 1, 2, 3.
Richard.
Arn Anderson. Okay, you have the wrestler, but a different era. So what? That's 4. Who's
Bruce
the 5th?
Pritchard. Bruce Pritchard.
Bruce Pritchard. There's no real kind of more modern era wrestler because
Exactly.
Arn stopped in what, 94, 95,
97.
97?
Yeah, look, Antonio's gonna get some fucking heat with
This
me
is
right
still
now.
going on.
Yeah, I know. So
Up next.
for
Did you just see
those
that?
don't know or
please
don't pay attention to TNA, and I'm not one of those people, but Kurt Angle was in TNA longer than he was in WWE.
I know.
Did you guys just catch that we have the ladies tag
I'm
titles?
so excited. Wait, who are
Jumping
these?
Bomb
women?
ain't-
Hold on.
That's
Okay.
Leilani Kai. Leilani Kai is one of them. I don't remember. And Judy
Mike?
Martin, is it Leilani Kai and Judy Martin?
Mike, we need to do an over/under on this match with Meltzer.
Wait,
so
who are these
I-
old women?
I can't because he
Yeah.
didn't assign star ratings to this event. I looked it up.
Really? Wow.
I didn't.
The
I'm gonna go
Glamour
back to
Girls,
it, yeah.
Judy Martin and Leilani Kai, right?
Yeah, I just said that, silly.
No, I'm just trying to think of it in my
Oh.
head. Leilani
Just call her
Kai.
She's so silly.
Silly.
Put you
You're
in
so
a
silly.
daze when she takes
Said
on a Lundgren.
silly.
Do you remember that Men on a Mission rap they did
No.
back in '94
No,
about Leilani Kai?
no. We don't talk about that in this show.
Jumping Bomb Angels.
Yeah, I love the Jumping Bomb Angels. Oh yeah.
I didn't realize the women's tag division was so current at this point. 1988.
As opposed to today's women's tag division, which is atrocious. I'm sorry. I was actually
Well-
talking about women's wrestling. I can't remember who it was. And for me, right now, the modern era of women's wrestling was started at NXT TakeOver with Paige against Emma. That's when it really got the ball
I
rolling.
believe it.
Holy shit! This is where the women have leveled up. And from there, we got the women's revolution on WWE, and then all the way up to Royal Rumble, then the main event at WrestleMania, and it all started with Paige and Ella, in my opinion.
I believe that the women or the tag teams that are most over are the ones that are kind of mixed in with the male. I like the idea of mixing the sexes to get them over. I'm not
Right.
saying it has to be intergender, but if it's like a mixed tag or a manager, because like you think about like with the media, for example, they love mixing up couples. They love that. They love giving them names. And then in wrestling, it's like, oh, we're gonna get another dude over with another dude. No, look at Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano. They're an awesome team. Look at Alexa Bliss and IRS's son. Like they're awesome. So I hope they never stop. That's like that's the only thing I even watch WWE wise is
Right.
the hot guy in the dreads and Alexa Bliss. Like that's
Yeah,
it.
I tell you what,
So,
go ahead.
Alexa Bliss used to be the heater for Buddy Murphy.
Yep.
And whoever she was tagging with, and they all had like combined outfits and stuff.
Buddy
Well,
Murphy
Wesley
and
Blake.
Wesley Blake.
Yeah, that's right.
For those of you that don't know, this match is 2 out of 3 falls.
Oh God.
Fantastic.
I'd still rather watch this than Dino Bravo and his bleach hair.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
But yeah, today's women's tag team division, it's filler. I mean, right now we've got, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler as a tag team, but they're still doing like single stuff, and they're not really defending their tag titles that much. Or it's just they don't know what to do with them.
Aren't they supposed to be working like a long-term angle where they eventually go at each other, and it's just not coming together?
And then they do stuff like break up legitimate tag teams like the Iconics, which they wasted the Iconics. And they can do more with it, but it's the WWE right now is notorious for just having shitty tag team wrestling. That's and I'm not shilling for AEW, but AEW has much better tag wrestling.
Yeah, I feel they could benefit from even a women's title, for example. I mean, they had that women's tournament and they got stupid medals, but like they could throw in if they only have Sheeta wrestle like once every 2 months, I'm sure they can have a tag division where they can do the same, or a mixed tag. Like I wouldn't mind seeing, what's her name from the Dark Order and one of those numbers versus, create somebody, and I love Team Superbad, and there's just so many great ways to go with that. I don't know.
Watch Anna Jay do nothing in the ring for 15
Anna
minutes.
Jay, there we go. It's been a long day.
I like it. So speaking of women, and speaking of the match that we're watching, for example, the only woman that we have on the show, Meighan Nelson, currently. Meighan, single, in a relationship. I'm going somewhere with this.
You're not gonna Mark Nelson it, are you?
No, I promise.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. I am not in a relationship, no.
So my question is have you tried dating at all in 2020 during the pandemic?
No, actually I haven't. I think I stopped like a week before the pandemic, and after that I'm not into the whole online dating thing. I feel sometimes people force themselves into thinking things they don't want to think. I don't know how to explain it, but no.
And I was trying to pry, really, it's just trying to get insight because I'm married, Travis is married, Phil's married. So we'll go to the other 2 single guys in the room. I already know Frank Bruno's not dating anybody. And Frank, I think the last time Frank was on a dating service was in the newspaper. So that's how long it's been for him.
He's only a year older than me.
Yeah, but trust me. He put an ad out in the paper, what was it, 2 years ago, Frank? And he didn't get any responses.
Wait, was that the ad? Was that the ad that reached China?
Oh my God.
CHYNA or CHINA? Just sorry.
Oh, INA.
And you mean Vietnam. Anyway.
Oh, was that Vietnam?
So Antonio Santos, something tells me that pandemic or no pandemic, you're still trying to get some tails. So what's dating like in the pandemic? What are girls like in the pandemic, Antonio Santos, in the dating world?
There's nothing here. There's nothing here.
Wait, where do you live again?
Rochester, New York.
Rochester, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only hot chick from Rochester is married, and that's the bunny.
She's from Rochester?
Rochester, Buffalo, one of the 2, but they train up in Rochester, I think, right?
No, I think they live in Buffalo.
Oh, God help them.
Yeah. Nah, there's nothing up here.
So no late night run-ins behind the Walmart that you want to tell us about?
Nope, I'd rather travel out of Rochester for that.
He has a full-on bus, guys. Like, let's use our imagination here.
Ugh.
Antonio, you ever get lucky in the bus?
No.
Well,
No.
isn't it recorded? Is there a camera in there? Yeah. So
Yeah,
I mean,
cameras everywhere.
That's how he made his first sex tape.
All you have to do is
That's an,
this.
an
I
HBO
know.
series waiting to happen.
I know one driver got fired for that a long time ago.
But for fucking in the bus?
That wouldn't be my idea of a date, to be honest. I'd be like, okay, cheap ass. Like,
It was to
are you hiding a wife?
it was we had one of those buses that are like usually covered in like advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I guess it was the driver that's yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, he's gay.
Oh, okay. You can say that word. It's okay.
Okay.
I didn't know what this mean. I didn't know if it was like, I get it now, but
I thought he was doing what Britt Baker did in Texas.
No, they just had relations on the bus and he got fired.
Good for him.
So I
good
like,
for him.
now
That's
I'm imagining
He's missing out on that bus pension, though.
Antonio connected some dots for me just now. He's like, we get fired for doing that on the bus. So what's happening is Antonio's supervisor is reviewing the tape of Antonio's bus, and all of a sudden he sees Antonio like stop the bus, gets out, and then through one of the windows, there's Antonio against the bus on the outside getting lucky. So they're seeing it through the window. Like that's Antonio's like, get fired me. I wasn't on the bus.
Oh my god.
That would be true though.
Just saying.
Oh, Antonio.
Oh, I like that camera shot.
Well,
The
me
one
on
at-
the bus?
Yeah, what, the one of him on the bus or
No, there is a wrestling match going on in Canada, guys.
Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
In
Yes.
Hamilton, yes. The home of the Blackberry.
Yes.
Is that still
Which-
a thing? Is the Blackberry
yes.
still a thing?
They try to
Yes.
make little comebacks here and there. I kind of miss it in a way.
I have a client at work. I'm in IT, and it's always really, really, really old people that want to keep their Blackberries. And one of our customers is, I mean, he's a billionaire, and he argues day in and day out about his Blackberry and why, we need to get it to work better for him. And it's like, bro, it's a Blackberry. Nobody supports this crap anymore. Doesn't matter.
I mean, honestly, smartphones do everything you need them to do. Why does he want to get a smartphone?
I think people like the security of the Blackberry. Maybe they think they're not being spied on as much.
That and
I
a
mean-
lot of them like that full keyboard if they have the Blackberry with the keyboard.
I mean, I have fat thumb, fat. I have fat fingers, so like if you guys have ever gotten a text from me, half the time it's spelled wrong because I'm hitting the wrong buttons at the time. But
Yeah, you see my taxes?
yeah, I just figured you were probably getting some brain while you were texting or something. I was
Getting some brain.
right. See, I at least know what that means.
Got them XXL digits, Bruno. It's okay.
I mean, we have Funkos we can demonstrate with. Should we need to
Let's go to Frank.
explain it?
Meighan, what's your best Funko Pop? What do you got?
This is a really cool one. Hold on, let me get it for you.
I noticed that they're out of the package.
They are. That's just how I am. Hold on one second. Oh, I'm missing part of my phone. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I had an independent wrestler. He was selling merch, and he's a very talented artist. His name is Jack Pollock, kind of like the artist, right? He's an awesome wrestler, wrestled Wardlow a lot. Unfortunately, the head came off. I have to re-glue it. Don't tell him. But he made a Funko of himself.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, with the man bun.
That's really awesome.
And the tights. The tights are like pit themed. He gave us all an autographed picture, and he gave us like part of his blue jeans with thumbtacks.
Nice.
So it was a really cool gift. But the fact that he is so talented, so if you ever need someone to make a Funko for you, reach out to Jack Pollock. But this is the Funko he did.
I can imagine Frank's Funko Pop.
Yeah, I don't. I'd be probably too big for the package. So.
But I do have. See, look, Frank. I have my Charlotte Flares. I kept the packaging,
Oh.
and I have my Charlotte Flares. My favorite Funko would be Bud Bundy.
Oh shit! Yeah, I love it.
And it was a 2 for $10 deal. Well, his head. There was a 2 for $10 deal at Barnes and Noble, and I really wanted Bud Bundy, but I didn't want to pay full price. So I ended up finding Jimmy Carter, and I bought him.
Nice.
That's great.
And apparently, my Monica from Friends Funko is worth a lot of money, as is the Marty McFly on the hoverboard is worth a lot of money too. And my mother just grabbed these a few Christmases ago for me. So, and I collect box, so that's why I really love the Charlotte Funko.
I, like you, Megan, am a heathen and take mine out of the box because I just like actually seeing them.
Me too.
I've got mine all lined up. I've got, let's see, Marvel. Most of mine are Mass Effect. Let me think here. That's pretty much it. Marvel and Mass Effect.
See, I'm complete
Oh, it's
WWE.
DC.
So
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna show this off because it came in today, and I've been hot to trot for it for a couple of months now. So, Crowface Sting.
What's that white stuff on there?
Anyway, I've got Wolfpack Sting coming.
That's
soon,
cool.
So I'm really.
How much did you have to pay for that?
It's good to know we're savages and we take them out of the boxes.
Honestly, I'll be very transparent. I bought a lot with Crow Sting, Wolfpack Sting, and Ultimate Warrior. It cost me $300.
I still need a Wolfpack Sting. I'm not gonna pay more than $100 for it. I can't find it. I need that. I need the Hollywood Hogan, NWO.
Yeah.
And he's expensive.
Travis,
really
you said $100 is the most you'll pay for Wolfpack Sting?
Well, a lot of them are right around 100. I'd like to go lower. Why? You got a whole bunch of them you want to give away?
Well, I mean, I don't know if this is one to go for. I'm sorry. Are you one that like requires the box to be perfect and everything?
Well, if I'm going to pay a lot for it, I leave mine in the box just because they stack better. And I've got so many that I don't have room for.
There's 2 on eBay. One's bidding ends in 2 hours. It's at $51, but he says the box isn't in great condition. So I'm looking at.
All right, guys.
Wow.
So I just looked it up. The rarest WWE Funko Pops.
Can I take a shot?
I've got a list of 30 here, and I'm gonna name 3 of them off. Yeah.
CM Punk, AJ Lee.
Oh, look at you. So the number 1 is Rey Mysterio Black Gear, and it's valued at $310.
Yeah, I've seen that Phil go. It's on Amazon right now for $1,300.
Yeah, number 2
the 7-Eleven one.
Yeah, number 2 is Hulk Hogan.
They sell Funkos at 7-Eleven?
They sell Funkos everywhere. And number 3, which is what I would desperately like to get my hands on, is CM Punk in the pink gear, valued at $230.
Yeah, see, the CM Punk in the pink gear is on Amazon for $449. Once I pay down, because I went crazy with these things, and I have to pay down my Amazon card. Once I do get it back down, I'm not kidding you, I'm gonna spend $250 on the CM Punk one. But he's in his regular trunks, not his pink. I'm gonna.
Hey Frank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I buy you replica CM Punk pink trunks, will you wear those on the show?
Just the trunks.
Yeah, just the trunks.
God.
And the fist.
Oh God.
Like, hear me out. You can wear it under the Gold Dust bodysuit and just take off the bodysuit and be wearing just the trunks.
God, do you guys really want to see me without a shirt on? I really would discuss a lot of our viewers.
Gilmore. I like that one, Antonio.
Frank, I see myself without a shirt on.
What's that, Megan?
Can I? Oh, here, hold on. Oh, come on, Ref. That took forever to get. Okay, that is cool. So, the suplexes these women are doing, they look very labored. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Now, what do you think changed in the technique of how women are doing suplexes now? Because they don't look as labored. Do you think it's The ring, the training. What do you think?
I
The
think
training
the
is
hard
definitely
ring was a
one.
big part of it.
Exercise, what we know about body building muscle exercise techniques now versus then is leaps and bounds. I mean, it's insane what people are capable of doing now versus then. So it's gotta, number one for me has got to be training technique and exercise regimen.
Okay, that's
I
a good
don't
one.
feel like the girls are helping each other as much as they do now.
Mm-mm. Oh, you have a Logan Shulo. Pull up that Elias one.
Oh,
Yeah,
You've
he
got
was an IWC alum.
who, Elias is?
He wrestled
I-
under. If you get on the IWC network, he has a lot of matches under the name Logan Shulo.
Oh, see, I have Elias's too.
I have that guy.
That's cool.
I love
I'm
this
a-
one.
It's oh yeah, I've got yeah.
Oh, here we
see,
go. Here we go. We have both women on the top rope. Double
And Tony,
And
Mr.
this
I have
match
that
is
Fiend
over.
Thank God.
in the
Look how
box.
hot the fans
the
are.
shipping
Look, are they
box.
happy it's over, or are
I
they
don't
really
pick
into
it
the
up.
match?
You know, it's probably 50-50 to be honest.
Travis, what did you say you have in the box?
Oh, that Fiend. I just kept it in its brown Amazon box. I didn't know what it was going to do. It's in a protective thing and it's in the cardboard box.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
see,
I got in this.
I put all these in these
Oh,
in
wow.
these plastic case of things.
Yeah, I put my good ones in there, like that Ric Flair
Um,
one that came with the wrestling game. It was I think the most I spent on one.
I'm ashamed to say I don't own a single wrestling Funko Pop. The most valuable Funko Pop I have is from Mass Effect Andromeda. It's and nobody's gonna know this. It's one of the characters in the game. They made two versions of her, one with a weapon, one without the weapon.
Look at Maverick.
Yeah, I got one with the weapon, and it was worth. Hey, Maverick! Nobody
We
cares
got to
about
run in.
Oh,
Maverick run in.
That's the one you pull around in the laundry basket. I told my wife about that. She thinks you're cool now.
Wow, that was
Mike,
pretty.
Mike, you got to say something. We can't see Maverick.
whoa, her shoulders are up.
Okay, guys, I wanted
I
to
was
add up
muted.
something. So the Glamour Girls at this point have had the belts for almost 3 years. They won it at a house show in Cairo, and they held those belts for 906 days.
Oh my God.
Jumping
Cairo,
Bomb
Egypt?
Angels. What's that?
Cairo,
Oh,
Egypt?
yeah.
Wow.
Let me ask you
And
this.
there's
ahead.
the big brother.
How many times were those belts defended in those 3 years?
That's a great call. I'll look up that because I feel probably not, because right, they're
Yeah.
Mula's girls. Next, the Jumping Bomb Angels, they held those belts for a little bit over 3 months.
Ass crack. Mike,
and
ass
then-
crack run in.
What's that?
We just had a Mike Kolb ass crack run in.
Oh Lord.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
There we
Yes.
go.
Oh,
Put a
Yes.
nickel in there.
Somebody
Swipe the
needs a
credit
gold
card.
dust bodysuit.
Swipe the credit card.
I'm now
Buy
warped.
some Funkos with that slot, Frank.
All
Okay.
right, now I gotta know. If we were to swipe a credit card down Mike Kolb's ass, what Funko Pop would we get?
Oh, I think we'd get CM Punk out of there.
I want to
CM
know.
Punk.
Mike, you gotta unmute for this question, buddy.
To answer that question, we would get, hold on, actually, I already know how to do this. Choose virtual background.
Oh,
We would get the official Bastion Booger.
God, I knew.
Is that Frank?
That's me. That's
Yeah,
me.
so Megan, true story. Most don't know this. Frank was Bastion Booger.
Oh, no, I was not.
No, he has better hygiene and teeth. Isn't Bastion Booger a professional wrestling trainer?
Well, so
thought he was
Frank
dead.
took the money he made as Bastion Booger to fix his hygiene issues.
I mean, Bastion Booger's not looking too bad these days. That's not how I remembered him as a girl coming up through puberty. So, Frank, you were a very young Bastion Booger, weren't you?
He's aged so
I'm
well.
very glad you added up through puberty in that sentence.
That was
Oh.
some tough years. I'm going to tell you, just wasn't good. But I wanted to continue talking about the women's belt. So the women's belt, the Jumping Bomb Angels lost that belt in Japan in June of 1988, and then the belts were over by January 1989. So 19 oh here hold on.
Track it.
There's the man at the casinos. In his
And Mike
Akbar's
Jones.
hockey jersey. There's Soul Train, Mike Jones. Oh, over.
Who?
Vincent.
Who?
Virgil.
Mike
Mike.
Jones.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
Mike
Mac Jones.
Mr. Anytime I go to the casino and I want to get like chicken wings, he's always in the chicken wing line in his Akbar's KHL hockey jersey.
No.
Oh, here we go.
I
Man,
remember
look at
this
his
photo.
arms.
Shit, I don't remember Vincent's arms being that jacked.
Oh,
Oh yeah, he was jacked. He was
I
awesome
don't
until the
remember
bell
that.
rang.
mm.
Who is
Wait
this
a minute.
jabroni holding the microphone?
87's happened. What contract signing are we having here?
Hogan
What do you
Andre.
think?
Did we track
Hogan and
this?
Andre.
Hogan
We're
Andre. So
technically not allowed to track this. We don't have Conrad Thompson pull. We could get sued.
I mean, I know some attorneys, but yeah.
We have an attorney on the show,
Yeah.
Who's the attorney on the show?
Matt Levitt.
Levitt?
I don't think I
And
know Matt. Is he the
depending-
gimmick attorney or is he the legit attorney?
He's legit. He's out of Wichita, and he's very, very awesome. He
Cool.
sent me a nice care package when I was ailing.
He's the guy I told you about earlier. I
That's
referenced
nice.
earlier. That's a literal saint and does charity work 24/7.
True story.
Aw.
I think
Is
he
he
wasn't
single?
here
I'm just
for those intros.
And if you're ever in the need of a divorce attorney, while this person is not an actual divorce attorney, he's been through enough of them to where he could give you legal advice. So just hit up Frank Bruno.
there it is. Yeah.
So if we all go to Vegas and Frank ends up getting hitched, because they can do that without a waiting period, we'll at least
Yep.
have some backup.
So here's
Yes.
something cool. Matt recently received the world's only collectible piece of Eric Bischoff worn merchandise.
Who does?
Matt Levitt.
Really? What does he have?
He won during the All Hallows Eve AFS party. Eric Bischoff, they had one final giveaway, and it was his AWA jacket.
That's cool. Wow. Nice. Can I ask everybody a legit question?
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
Would the WWE today ever put Andre the Giant on camera?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's an attraction.
absolutely.
These days, if he debuted now with
They would
his
put a
bad
shirt
feet,
on him.
would they
Did
put
you
him
see
on
what they did
camera?
with Keith Lee? They made Keith Lee start wearing full body suits. They would do something similar with Andre.
Yeah.
What about his dental hygiene?
You know, they had Gene Snitsky on television, so
He's
I
a
don't think it's an
heel.
issue.
Yeah,
Is
they're just
Gene
making
still
a
on
heel.
TV?
No,
No.
but he had terrible dental hygiene.
I
Yeah.
mean, like now.
No.
I don't think they put him on camera. I think I think it was just a certain era of the midgets and the large people, and I don't think we're gonna see it again.
They prefer little people.
Little people. I'm
And
talking about the genre of midget wrestling being
Yeah.
performed by little people.
I have a local bar that has midget wrestling like once a month. That's not even a joke. They have
That's
Yeah.
cool. Why not? Now, where do you
They
live
also-
again, Mike?
What is this
Northwest
guy
Indiana.
doing? What's it?
That's right.
What the?
Oh yeah, that would be a staple out there.
We also have Munchkin Chuckin', which is pretty awesome.
Speaking of munchkin chunking, did you see that kid
Yeah, I
getting
saw
carried?
that.
That
Yeah.
that kid was getting brutalized.
What was that
And-
about?
Antonio, have you ever carried somebody off your bus like that?
Fortunately, not yet.
Those little naughty bastards.
No.
Achondroplasia action.
Wow. I mean, he's dressed well, like so he's had some, he looks somewhat sober.
But you can see him holding onto the ropes. It looks
Yeah.
like he's casually doing it, but he's holding onto that ring rope for support.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
I read
get
it.
this
I read
now.
his new book.
I get
The
this
one-
now. It's the contract signing for the Saturday night's main event match.
Oh,
Look at that legit table.
Oh, look at this. No one's distracted by their phones. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
When it
I made a
comes
vow
crashing
when
down
I
and
was in
it hurts
Jacksonville. I did
inside.
not pull out my phone and take a single picture or do anything. I didn't go get a drink. I'm like,
You are
I'm gonna
my
sit here and I'm
friends.
gonna watch the entire show without interruption.
You didn't take pictures at the show at all, Phil?
Nope, it's the only picture I have on my phone. Well, I have a couple. I have the Tony Schiavone picture I took with Tony Schiavone, and I have all the pictures that Joey Carr sent me of pretty much every major AEW talent and pictures he got to take with them.
Oh, with them. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at this
Is
point,
that
I've
the
been.
'86 belt he's got?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is before the Winged Eagle. I want to see
Here,
the front
here's
of it.
my thing. I thought about it. I'm like, I could take pictures or record this, or I could just buy the pay-per-view and own it and see it whenever I want instead of having it on my phone. And I figured that would be a better memory. So I don't, I don't, I don't get it because I'd rather not like have to hold my phone up or take pictures and stuff. I just wanted to enjoy the
Yeah.
experience.
I mean, that was your first pay-per-view.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Well, well, it's true. It was your
Wait,
first
It is
pay-per-view.
true,
It was
but
your first
I beat
pay-per-view?
that. I beat that drum to death. Shut up, Mike.
I still haven't seen one. Been to one.
Me either.
I've
Well,
only
there-
been
Let's go,
to
Antonio.
one.
I'll
Huh?
tell you what, the one thing that surprised me that I did not expect is how loud it is when somebody takes a bump on the ring. Like
Yeah.
it is like an audible noise, and I'm like, holy crap, you don't hear that on television.
Nope.
I sat at SmackDown. I sat right opposite the hard cam, right behind the floor seats, like 3 rows up, where you could actually see over everybody's head.
Yeah, that's a
Those
good,
were the
great
best
view.
seats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
Right
great
next
view,
to the
like
hard
lower
cam,
bowl.
weren't we, Frank? We were right down next from the
We were
cameras.
we were behind it, yeah.
Yeah.
We were behind the hards, yeah. So, Megan,
I,
what pay-per-view have you been to?
So my last pay-per-view was WWF Unforgiven 2001. It was the first pay-per-view after 9/11.
Holy shit!
I could be heard yelling things. I think it's been corrected since.
Was that did Kurt Angle win the title that night?
He
No,
did. That's when his whole family went, because it was in Pittsburgh. So his whole
Yeah,
family went
that's what I
into the
thought.
ring.
Right,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was against Austin, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, all right, that's awesome that you.
And
Yeah.
then I wasn't seen or heard on professional wrestling television until the infamous Dipping Dog scene at AEW in Pittsburgh.
What happened there? What are you talking about?
Remember when MJF and Cody were friends and MJF handed Cody a scarf, he wrapped it, he busted that window.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember the picture.
Just
Yeah.
by accident, I walk out to concessions because my friend wanted a White Claw, and I see I guess I can reveal this. I see all my IWC friends dressed up in red shirts that say security or, whatever it was. And I'm like, but they couldn't say anything, they're just like smiling, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, something's going to happen. And then I hear Tony Schiavone talk, and I'm like, I gotta see Tony. And I run, and where I was sitting, I was a few rows in front of the box where the inner circle was. Security pushes me out of the way, so I had to stay by concessions. So we knew something was going to happen. Next thing you know, there's a huge fight, and with DDP shows up, Dustin Rhodes, MJF, there's Dippin' Dots everywhere, everyone's slipping and falling, and at the end of it, I see MJF's scarf on the ground, and I pick it up, and one of the producers is like, I'm not letting you, something like, he's like, don't say anything. I'm like, can I just get a picture with it? He's like, yeah. So I got a picture with MJF's scarf, and then I gave it back, and that was pretty cool. So it was a wonderful night.
They wouldn't let you
MJF
keep the scarf.
is the fastest rising star in wrestling today.
I believe it. I want to get I know he doesn't have a Funko, but I do want to get his figure because it has that scarf on it.
well, don't give it to him to sign. He'll tear it up, throw it at
He
you.
is the most expensive cameo on Wrestling Cameos.
He has a
Well,
cameo?
he was until last week. His cameo was $500.
Now who's the most right now?
Now, as of last week, it's two wrestlers, and they always do the cameo together. It's Cody Rhodes and Del Fuego, Apparently, they're doing cameos together. They are $999.
I
Oh
never
my
heard of them.
God.
Yep. You never heard of Cody Rhodes?
I heard of Cody, but who's
Yeah.
the guy with Cody?
Del Fuego. I think he's an indie wrestler that they feature regularly in AEW.
I have no
But
idea.
he's signed with AEW.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it until I saw him on AEW. So, but yeah, it's really funny because MJF's promo for like, he's like, really, I'm just doing these because I'm bored, and they're really expensive because I hate you. Good luck paying for them.
It's a shame that it was MJF's scarf. If it would have been Kenny Omega's cup, Phil would have offered you top dollar for that thing.
Probably. It
Well,
would be right.
I-
It would be right here on the wall, right here next to my head, so I can smell it.
Just about 18 inches down from the bottom of your picture there.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be right, about right
There
there.
you go.
Yeah.
I think MJF wrestled Pac that night. That was pretty good.
So Megan, what wrestlers do you like? We know that the other girl that's on here kind of likes Eric a little bit. Who do you like?
Just a little.
Eric doesn't wrestle anymore. Do you want legit wrestlers or do you want personalities?
Well, in the genre, on top guys, whatever guys that wear a
Okay,
blue
Hold on, let me
shirt.
sneeze.
Do you want to know what? Do you want to know what wrestler she wants to bang? Is that what you're saying?
Bless you.
I just, I'm trying to keep it on a certain level, Bruno.
Wait, what version do you guys want? Do you want like legit, like, oh, he's cool, I get excited when he comes on, or like I get excited when he comes on? Like
Okay,
what?
both.
Yeah.
Both. There's no limit to this show, so you can give us your favorite actual wrestlers
Oh, I just
and your
sneezed.
favorite actual exciting. Give me some of that wrestlers.
Yeah, the ones that make you pop and the ones that make you pop.
Let's hear it.
You know what? I love Kenny Omega. I'm always excited to see Kenny Omega when he comes on. I think we talked about this maybe last time. I think I talked about that with him or somebody else, or with you guys or somebody else, was that during the whole, initial part of the quarantine when AEW had a hard time getting talent to come down just because of the travel restrictions, Kenny Omega had an awesome match with Trent from Best Friends. And I think you have to throw that in as to why Kenny Omega is so talented. I'm not saying Trent's not talented, but the fact that this was a match that literally had no meaning. There was no storyline behind it. There was no anticipation. It just got thrown together. And I thought it was an awesome match. So I got to hand it to Kenny. I love MJF. I love anything with the Inner Circle. Obviously, Britt Baker. I love watching her.
I like that.
I love Lady Frost. She's pretty cool.
I actually. I didn't
Where is
interrupt
she
you.
at?
AEW. She's more of an indie person in Pittsburgh, but she just been on AEW, and I think she's really cool.
This one I don't mind saying. I'm actually trying to get her on the show.
What, this show?
Yep.
Do you know people that know her?
No, but it turns out I have a talent for convincing people to do things. Without spoiling anything, we have a major guest on next week's show. That's all I'm going to say. It is going to be absolutely bananas. Only two people that know about this guest are me and TJ, and it's going to stay that way until the show. But it turns out that I can be pretty convincing, and especially after people see who I managed to get for the show, you guys will be like, "That, how did he do that?" And I feel like after we have this guest, it's going to open the door for more guests. And but Lady Frost, she doesn't have a huge following on Twitter right now, or Instagram, so it's easier to get talent that are just starting to break through or break in versus obviously higher level talent like a Darby Allin or Cody Rhodes or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
But
let's not. Yeah,
but I'm that's as much as you're gonna get on me about our surprise guest next week. But I can't wait for that show.
is it Shane Douglas?
You could ask me a million times. I'm not going to give you any response.
Is it me?
Yes, you're this week's surprise guest.
No, okay. I'm not going to be a wrestler anytime soon.
Is it Kenny Omega?
I think it's Kenny Omega. I think what he did was he just paid for a cameo, like some of these indie wrestlers are doing now. They'll just pay for a bunch of cameos to act like the wrestlers are like shooting about their championship win when it's really just a cameo. I saw a really good one this past weekend. Yeah, this past weekend with oh gosh, who was the one? It was who was it? It was Tommy Dreamer, and then somebody else's cameo wound up being like a promo, which was kind of cool. But yeah, can you give us a clue about next week? Is
A
this
little
next
one.
Sunday?
We're recording next Saturday. So the show should be available to view either late Sunday or early Monday.
Who's we?
Just the regular people on our show. Currently the regular Top Guy Theaters.
Not
And
just
we're not going to have
ones
any.
like us.
Yeah, we're not going to have any other guests on the show that week. Just a special guest. I will say, and this is the only thing I'll say, is they are an active talent.
Male or female?
I'm not going to say.
Is it Sunny Kiss?
I'm not going to say.
Oh, I would love to talk to him.
I know, I would too.
Her.
Actually, she goes by
Sunny
both.
Kiss goes by either.
Yeah.
Correct. Because
That'd
at
be hard
first,
for me to keep up with.
Sunny Kiss is Sunny Kiss. You know, that's what I love about it, is Sunny Kiss is who Sunny Kiss is. And Sunny Kiss has had a lot of great matches in Greektown. So if you guys get a chance to watch like some indie stuff, Greektown is amazing. If you want some old matches of Lady Frost, TJ, go to IWC Network. They have WrestleRex shows.
TJ's in the chat. Where is he?
What's that?
He
Oh,
said
he meant-
TJ. Where's TJ?
She was talking about Travis.
Oh,
I
he
meant to
said
say
T-
Phil. Why did I say TJ? I
He
meant to say
said
Phil.
TJ, and I'm like, where? Where's?
I was
where's
thinking TJ Jackson. I'm like, who's TJ? I meant to say Phil.
It's
Sorry.
like, did TJ finish his penis enlargement operation?
No, I meant to say
early?
Phil. Sorry, shame on me.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been a long day. But go to IWC Network and go to WrestleRex. And there's a lot of great lady. So she would just wrestle in a bar, intergender, do moonsaults like from the turnbuckle onto the floor. Like she's incredible.
Right. Look at the Hart
Look at-
Foundation. Oh, this is the Rumble. The Rumble's starting. I forgot it started with Bret the Hitman Hart.
Who's the other guy? Who's the white tight guy?
I think it's Tito.
That kid is the kid in the Hulkster. He's so confused.
We should
What's
have
her
him
name?
on this show.
The Hulkster kid. All right, I'll see what I
What's
can do.
cool now is you can find anybody. So if somebody was on an episode of Phil Donahue as a little heavy metal headbanger at the age of 14, you're wondering what they're up to now, or somebody was a juggalo in the 90s, now you find out they're a dad of 2, like the comments section will like out who people are and what they're up to now.
Right.
It's amazing. So I'm sure we can find out who that kid is.
Speaking of
Oh,
juggalos,
Howard.
my guest is actually Shaggy Tito next week.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm kidding.
Whoop whoop.
But wait, you know who it is. Oh, what happened? You know who it is, and you're taking a guess?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
I said juggalos, and he's like, that's who's on the show. I would love to have him on the show and ask him so many questions.
I'm
I
not
would
gonna
ask
lie.
him about what's that?
I'm a low key fan of the movie Big Money Hustlers.
Really?
Yep.
I think
I
we
won't say it's
created
like
another
a favorite.
guest.
It's like a guilty pleasure movie where every now and then I will pop it in and I will just. Mick Foley was in that movie, by the way. It's just for some reason some of the shit in that movie just cracks me up.
rolling. We're just running out of time.
Who was that? I missed that. I
Travis.
just think he was in the chat. And
Travis.
it's really just us 6. You ever listen to Howard Stern when they'll have Wolfie go to the Gathering of the Juggalos and interview people?
Oh my God.
I just laugh. It's so funny. There's Drug Bridge. There's juggalettes who are being very open about things. It's amazing.
The one I think Wolfie had to go to some sort of sex convention, and he had to talk to the dudes that like fist each other.
Fist Fest?
And-
Oh, that was disgusting.
Yeah, and they were
Wow.
talking about like prolapse colons and like
Oh my God.
like they call it ass meat, and I'm like, you guys this is fucking disgusting. Like What the? They were talking about when they go to that the wing convention thing. Where they're all
Oh, Wing Fest, where there's shit and
oh my god,
shit everywhere, shit upon shit.
and everyone's puking and like, oh Lord,
Only
Lord,
Philadelphia.
Lord, oh Lord, have mercy.
I could spend a whole weekend just listening to those. The
Hey,
Juggalos was the
7,
best. Wing
6,
Fest.
5, 4,
What about
3,
BronyCon?
2,
What did-
1.
BronyCon?
We don't even have the yet.
But didn't they?
Dino.
They went. Who is that? Is that Butch Reed?
That is the natural Butch Reed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why
Didn't
does
they go
everyone
to?
call
He
themselves
doesn't
the
really
natural?
care.
But yet they're juiced up.
Chico Santana.
He doesn't really care much about this match. He's got that Netflix money.
oh yeah.
Oh, what was it with everybody in Bleach?
I don't know.
Yeah, I will be right back now.
Gotta take a shit.
I'm not trying to sound like a jerk or like I'm racist or prejudiced,
Oh, please
but
do.
no. But legit, like Hulk Hogan was the same color as Butch Reed.
No, you're not wrong. That doesn't
Wow,
sound
Butch
racist
Reed
at
I
all.
was just
That's
Canada.
kind of
how much-
amazed by that because I saw the blonde hair and I saw the awesome arms and then I saw the tone. I'm like, wait a minute.
Mike, true or false? Your dad is Butch Reed.
False.
See what you did, Mike. You went away and Frank was talking about ass meat.
Fist fest.
Ass meat's good stuff, right? Like
Well,
Matt,
he was talking about fisting too.
Frank
What
was
about
talking
the-
about fisting.
Yeah.
What
He's
about the
talking
one
about
where,
how he's actually Violent J, and that when he was at the last gathering of Juggalos, he was fisting bitches left and right. At least that's what I think he said.
on Drug Bridge?
Jesus, I walk away for 5 minutes. No, I'm kidding.
I dated a guy that had Fago poured on him at a show. He was very proud of that.
Did you know that Frank Bruno once spit in the face of a kid at a wrestling event?
Oh yep.
That's a
believe
true
it.
story. That is a true story.
That
Wait,
came from
Wait, is this Jim Anvil? This is the Anvil.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
He was actually waiting outside the ring. He didn't have to run to the ring.
He dropped
Oh,
down.
they're just whooping on. This is heel Heart Foundation. They are just destroying Tito in here. This is Strikeforce Tito.
Look at Chico Santana.
Oh, I
just
love this
throw
leg
him out
drop.
the damn ring. Come on.
Now, do you think this concept would have worked with the World War III pay-per-view?
Hmm.
Like individual entrances? Or like how AEW does it with the Casino Battle Royal with groups of certain number coming out?
I don't know.
That's a nice twist. I like that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Here's a question, because I don't have the sound on. Now, WWE now, whenever they do their Royal Rumble, every person that's running to the ring has their entrance music played.
Yep.
There was a certain point where they didn't play entrance music for every person that came to the ring. I do remember. There's TJ.
What?
I do remember back in like '94, Tatanka coming out. So I remember his music, like hearing "hee" and then him running, but like they didn't do it for everybody, right?
No.
It was the
Right.
bigger stars that people actually
Yeah.
cared about.
Yeah, the 94 Rumble.
I think this is a rib, and it's really Mrs. TJ that's joining.
I would be happier with Mrs. TJ.
I felt bad because I
Look
said
at Jake.
TJ.
That's the fastest he's ever moved.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
Jake Roberts.
He doesn't give a shit. I'm always
Left.
worried. I can't say this on. Well, I'm always worried about Jake the Snake Roberts now.
Yep.
But
He's
luckily,
in a
it's
much
not
better
as
place
hot.
now.
How about I love
Look
Lance
at those
Archer
lifts
going
he's
face?
wearing.
I don't know how many of you guys watched the Heroes of Wrestling watch along, but seeing Jake the Snake in that crushed my heart.
That was the most depressing episode
When did he
of what
air? When
happened
did they air that?
Just a couple weeks ago.
I don't
You
think I
mean that-
watched that. Did it?
You mean the
It's,
actual pay-per-view? You mean the
Was
actual
it the
pay-per-view?
Tony Schiavone one? I missed
Yep.
that.
Yeah, they did a watch along for Heroes of Wrestling. You can watch it on YouTube for the watch along with them. It's god awful.
Can you
It
guys
is-
see me?
No.
No, we can't
No,
see
sir.
you, TJ.
Is
What
that
in
you,
the world?
God?
You bet. So what'd you guys do to Frank?
We
He
talked
stepped
about
away.
fisting and
got
he
a
got
real
excited and
question.
left.
TJ, how is your penis enlargement operation?
It was a success. Well, they said it was too big, so already
Well,
beforehand.
what we did some research. It turns out we became an expert over this while you were gone. So what they said was when you have 2 inches, the maximum they can increase it to is 6, but the average large size is
That is not
4.
Harley Race.
What
Yeah,
what
that's
did they
Harley
give you?
race.
Well, everyone knows anything over 2 inches and you're bragging. So that's common knowledge.
We'll go with that.
This
So when
is
Frank,
this is depressing that I can't get my camera to work.
Oh, she's bringing out the ruler.
when Frank gets back, I've got a really good around the horn that I actually thought about this like 4 days
That's me.
ago, and I'm like,
That's me.
this is
you
gonna be
alright?
pretty good. What are you
Hey
doing
guys,
with
this
that
is
roller?
Heather. Say hi.
What's up?
Hi, Heather.
There she is.
They're saying hi.
That's God
Oh,
talking to
Nice
us right now.
meeting you.
Antonio would like her number.
The shit.
Antonio would like your number. What do you want? You want me to give it to him? She flushed the toilet, so I don't know. What that
Megan,
means.
can you show
take
us
that as a
once
no.
again on camera what you were doing with that ruler? Mike, can you bring her up so we can
The
get a
guy down
visual?
here in the bottom left.
He just
would
said
like
2
your number.
inches.
2 inches.
And I just
Where's 2
said
inches
that
of
would be
ruler?
nice.
penis enlargement.
That's about right there. So we never asked
Well,
if that
yeah,
was
it's
2
all
inches
disguised
flaccid or
as a
erect.
wrestling pay-per-view.
It's all disguised as a what?
What? A wrestling watch-along.
Oh, I get it. It really has nothing to do with the rest.
Apparently not. She has a ruler. I'm not sure what.
No, because
Doing
somebody
okay.
had a question and I answered the question with facts.
What are the facts? I was distracted by the run-in.
Hey, that's my size.
Anything bigger than the iPhone is good.
Oh, there we go.
Why is it so dark?
Why you're frozen?
Real
Why are you
quick, what's
Because
frozen?
it's off.
can I get a time code, please?
Lord.
As soon as you turn your video back on.
128 even.
Well,
Mike,
this-
you have to break the news to TJ about what we have gotten Frank to agree to do.
I want to wait till his video works so I can see his reaction.
He might have to come back out and back in.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Antonio, you're looking handsome today, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Sobriety has been well to you, my friend.
Thank you, man.
All right, I'm gonna leave it. I'll be right back. I don't know what the hell.
You're
Megan,
fired.
that's my size. No, I'm playing. So Frank, explain to Mike about your fisting.
What?
Dude, you were all bragging about how you were at the gathering of the Juggalos and that you were actually Violent J and you were fisting Juggalo bitches, Juggalettes left and fucking right. And
No.
Mike wasn't here for that. You need to recount the story for us.
More
You really wanna-
importantly, oh, go ahead. No, say it. Yeah, I want to hear
You
it.
want to talk about what we were just talking about when it came to the Mega? What was the show on? What? Well, they were talking about the two guys fisting each other.
Fist Fest.
Oh, Fist Fest. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Like we weren't talking. No.
And then someone said 2 inches. And then I was just, because like with work, I always have to get a tape measure because everybody wants to know like the size of like gnomes and things.
Oh, I was worried. It's like, I didn't get a tape measure because everyone wants to know their size. And I just go around measuring everyone's dicks all day.
I'd be a lot more popular.
Speaking of popular with the ladies, Frank, Megan needs to hear the story about you spitting in the face of a child.
Wait, that's real?
Yeah.
That's
it
an
is.
actual thing.
Yeah. I'm real disappointed in myself. I got into an argument with a 12-year-old girl at a Monday Night Raw.
This was 2 weeks ago, mind you.
At a Monday Night Raw in like 2001. And
So you were 20.
yeah, I was like 21, yeah. And I spit in her face.
Why?
We were arguing over who was a better wrestler, The Rock or Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit.
Right. And I hawked one right in her face. And I also took out in 1996. I took out a 4-year-old trying to get to Shawn Michaels, but
Who
I'm
is
You're
that?
a
Who were you?
dad.
Who is that?
Dangerous Danny Davis.
In the referee pants?
He's a
Yeah,
ref turn.
Wait, who's in the red tights? I
Wrestler.
missed that.
That's
Sam
Jake the
Houston.
Snake's brother.
You
Sam
know,
Houston.
I guess we got to do it because he's joining us late. Ladies and gentlemen, our fearless leader, my Hoosier brethren from LaPorte, Indiana. He is the husband to Mrs. TJ. He is TJ Stevens.
He is more over than me, that's for sure.
Welcome back. We're glad you're safe and well, and we hope you have a good recovery.
And Phil told us who's going to be on the show.
Yep,
No, we
I
didn't.
did. I finally told them
You
that we're
lying.
having Violent J on the show.
God damn.
I couldn't
Why would
help it.
Why would you do that?
No. I did
It's-
tease
We beat it out
for
of
our
him.
viewers that next week we are going to have a major guest.
Mm.
And people are going to be very happy with who it is. And I can't wait to see. I cannot
Son of
wait
a
for people to
bitch.
watch the show.
It's
And
What's wrong with your
TJ's having
camera?
more technical difficulties, TJ.
It's Hornswoggle.
There's a Russian.
You know what's fun is Mike was like, "Oh, you should totally keep that computer." And here we are.
Is that Ivan or Nikita?
I don't think that's what I said.
That's Boris.
Oh,
Well, I just got home and talked to my wife about it, and that's exactly what you said, actually. God, this
No,
thing's,
I-
this thing's
No. Mike talked to your wife about it. You're going to get confused.
that's what I said.
Okay.
Phil.
Yeah. What?
My
She said
guess.
You're
Oh, your guess.
no.
Your Hornswoggle? Well, again, I'm not going to tell you who it is.
Blue
I-
Meanie.
it's neither one of those two.
Even if you guess exactly who it is, I'm not going to tell you who it is.
Missy Hyatt.
Active talent.
Oh, this is active talent. Well, no.
Wrestling Hall of Fame.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Did you say Wrestling Hall of Fame or WWE Hall of Fame?
All I said was active wrestler.
In what promotion?
I'm not going to tell you what.
What
promotion.
are no? Come on.
No, can you give us like one clue?
That is the clue.
There has to be more
Indie
to
or
it.
not?
What's that?
Indie or
I'm just going to say active wrestler.
They're on
I'm
television.
Yep. I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to give huge spoilers. I'm not going to give an obvious hint.
Is this the
All of-
son of a wrestler?
Nope.
that drop kick.
I think it's
You
Joey
guys are
Ryan.
going to be,
Get kick Frank out.
Is it Brian Pillman Jr.?
Is it Brian Pillman Jr.? Is it Brian? Is it?
that'd be cool.
It's Marco Stunt.
Oh, never.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It would not.
No?
So
Marco
no.
Stunt.
Two coming at the
Marco
same
Stunt and
time.
Hornswoggle are actually going to have a one-on-one match on the show.
They're almost the same height.
hey, Timothy.
Yeah.
How long can you be without that computer?
This one?
Yeah.
Well, my new one's here, so forever.
Well, no, because you're returning the new one.
Yeah, we need to talk about that, by the way.
Yeah, I know. You're going to return it.
But I have to download shit on this one to play the game.
And I got that solved all with the conversation I had with your wife.
Mm,
There goes Big Four.
I'm skeptic.
You can be skeptical all you want. How long can you be without that computer?
I don't know. Better have it back by Saturday.
Phil, is this person a rookie?
Maybe they are.
They're
It depends
currently
on-
on, they're currently on
Beautiful.
television, and they are a former champion.
World champion,
Mm-hmm. Of their division.
intercontinental champion,
That's what?
intercontinental champion.
Man, TJ, you're giving away way more than I was going to give away.
I'm as far as I'm going.
Okay.
TJ is my mentor. Did anybody know that?
Wait, they were a champion of some sort.
Maybe a
Of their
gold
division,
medalist champion?
Damn,
It's Ken Patera.
man.
Mike got it.
I think Ken Patera is dead.
Is he?
Maybe superstar Billy Graham,
Kurt
Isn't
Angle.
he dead too?
Magnum TA. Oh wait, he's dead.
No, he's not.
He's not dead. God.
TJ gets that joke. TJ will get that joke.
Oh, by the way, Mike, thanks for following me on Twitter 10 minutes ago. But
Yeah, what was with that, Mike?
I
douchebag.
just realized I'm not following half these people on Twitter because we're all in just a fucking group Twitter chat. And so I like finally went into it. I was like, wait, I'm not following these people? Follow.
I know, I
follow.
saw that recently. I'm like,
Wait,
I thought
are we
you followed me,
friends?
though.
You're not responding to my Twitter messages, so I don't know.
what were we just talking about?
I'm
Your
gonna have to
computer.
look you up, Megan. In fact, I haven't even met you officially. Hi, I'm
No,
Travis.
nice meeting you.
Megan's
Hi.
tweets are protected, so there's that.
There's a joke in there
Well,
somewhere.
I'll hit her up for an hour, I guess.
First, I don't know. So I just realized the color of my wall and the color of Phil's wall are eerily close to each other, and our screens are next to each other in my setup. So for a minute, I was like, "Why does Phil have the Indiana flag hanging in his room?" And then I was like, "Oh wait, that's mine."
I actually live in your house, TJ.
I have to add on several times to accommodate your family.
So let's go back to the Rumble here. Harley Race got eliminated.
Ooh, should we play? Should we play the game? How old was Harley Race at this Royal Rumble?
Looks like in his 40s.
Let me let me look it
See,
up.
now here's the thing is I'm a single girl and I would not be around the same age as Harley Race was here, and I would not have been like, ooh.
Oh,
Like hotness did
Oh.
not translate.
So
Oh
this,
yeah.
this
See,
is
now-
88, right?
Yeah, 1988.
All right. So over under, let's do 47 and a half over under for Harley Race.
over.
Holy shit.
Under.
So Harley Race was John Cena's age then.
No.
Cena's 43. He's my age.
Okay.
There's like a crap ton of people that were born in 1977 that are wrestlers.
Yeah.
That was my year.
What was the over under, TJ?
47 and a half.
I'm going under.
Under.
Remember,
I
Harley
think
Race
the
first
over.
won the world title in 1974.
He's trying to get you guys to move.
I'd say under.
Under. Okay.
TJ used to work in a casino. I know how his brain works.
So Harley Race was born April 11th, 1943. So he was 44 years old at Royal Rumble
And he looked
1988.
like he was 64.
The same age as Trish Stratus is now.
And he's 7 years younger than Chris Jericho.
God.
By the way, I did not know, you would think I would know these things. I didn't know Sting was 61.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And he's signed to be a talent in ring.
I don't know
Yeah.
about that.
Who's
I
that?
think he'll bump it here and there, but I don't think he's going to.
No.
Who's this guy?
Who's the guy with the
Ron
horseshoes?
Bass.
Oh,
Who?
Outlaw Ron Bass.
Oh,
Look at Frank. I'm not even watching. He's making me proud.
Again, my family, we're watching NWA at this point.
Good
I-
job, Frank. You repeated what I said, made him proud.
Oh,
I was one-
I didn't know you said it.
I was 1.5, so I don't know what my parents were watching.
I
was
was
just-
7.
I was just a little
11.
sperm.
Wait, what year was this? 89?
88.
88.
88? I was 7.
I
I
heard
was
you,
look-
Antonio. Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, I was a little
Actually, I was-
sperm.
10.
I was 7 in 1988.
I
And
was also
Antonio
7.
I
was a frozen rope in his daddy's eye.
Oh my God. Well, technically this is January 1988, so I was 7.
I was 2.
I was 6. Wait, what's
God.
the date? What's the date of
Jan-
this show?
January 24th.
Hey, I could say I'm the youngest here.
Okay, I just turned 7 years old.
So note to self, Megan's birthday is next month.
Yeah, she's gonna join me in the land of the 40s.
All right,
No
guys. So
way.
here's the
there.
around the horn I have tucked in my pocket for this
Oh, yeah.
show. So obviously we're doing this show in honor of Pat Patterson, who was father of the Royal Rumble. The other thing Pat Patterson is known for is being the best finish guy in wrestling.
hmm
let's say in 96, ATM Eric throws a whopping amount of money at Pat Patterson, gets him over to WCW. How does that change the Monday Night Wars?
A lot.
Yeah, WCW would actually figure out how to have a proper finish. So I think it would,
Yeah,
would
but
probably mean.
And World War III
what
would have
about
been
the
a better
business
pay per
end of
view.
it, though? The business side of it was so much out of their hands, though. It didn't matter if they had the best finishes ever. If all that stuff still goes on with Ted Turner and AOL, then they still are going to end up not as good as they could have been.
Right.
The guys
Yeah.
are still being able to book themselves. They had complete control over their in-ring personality. Like
Eric's disputed that.
he has. Okay.
He said
Do
the
you
only
guys-
person that had creative control in his contract was Hogan.
Do you guys think that the winning streak would have went past 83 weeks?
Yes.
With Pat Patterson, that you're saying just with Pat Patterson?
Yes.
So I don't, and the reason I say is because Pat Patterson wasn't involved in the creative. It was just involved with setting up the finishes to the matches, which is what you're talking about. So the finger poke of doom, for example, right? That's still a booked finish, or that's still a booked angle, right? So I don't think that changes too much having somebody that could do a better finish. I mean, maybe give you an extra week. I don't know. I just don't see it being that impactful.
Well, see,
Really?
with Patterson being as respected as he was backstage, if he's back there listening to Hogan and Nash, and they lay out that match, Patterson's gonna go, "Are you out of your mind?" No.
Yeah.
Actually, the match probably doesn't even happen.
This actually kills me. I actually thought of this question before the last week's 83 weeks. Conrad had asked Eric Bischoff off air if he could pick one person that he didn't sign to WCW to have signed. His answer was Pat Patterson.
Mm-hmm.
And because Eric Bischoff thinks he would have had that much more impact on his company. And I was like, damn it, I was going to talk about that when we're recording for Top Guy Theater. I'm going to do it anyway. But even Eric thinks that Pat Patterson could have had an enormous impact on his business as a whole.
I think the craziest part of this whole thing is Kevin Sullivan, for all things considered, was a pretty above average booker. He booked the Dungeon of Doom, so I'm not going to give him a ton of credit, but like how, Terry Taylor was there. They had guys that were there that were capable, and none of them could book a finish to save their life. Like, it's crazy. I can't, think of one match in WCW that wasn't a cruiserweight match, a main event match, that when it was over, you're like, that was amazing. Like, the finish was just amazing. I'll give you a minute.
Yeah,
I need to.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
I will see your question, Phil, and I will raise you. If Pat Patterson booked the finish to Frank Bruno's first marriage, would they still be together?
Absolutely.
He is the Yoda of wrestling. If anyone could have saved that marriage, it would have been Pat Patterson. Hey, what you do, Frank, is you get her in the bedroom, right, and you flip her over, and then you got the banana on her booty.
At a better base, a fister, at a base.
You and your fist.
Did you say fister?
Yeah, you missed that. No, yeah. I'm just joking.
What are you guys doing to my show when I'm not here?
There's so much we got to get TJ up to date on. TJ, Frank's new nickname is Red Rocket.
Oh, God.
It's because he's a Boston Red Sox fan and a Houston Rockets fan. He did not know what Red Rocket was, so we had to show him the South Park clip.
Thank you for that.
Yes. Secondly, there are two things that Frank has agreed to. I'm buying him. This is no joke. This is 100% a shoot. I am the Ultimate Warrior is coming out. Holy shit. I'm buying Frank the Gold Dust bodysuit, and he is going to wear it on Top Guy Theater for next week's guest if I get it in time.
Where did you find the Goldust bodysuit?
There's a guy that makes replicas on AliExpress.
I thought you got
no.
I was like, why are you sending it to Frank and not me?
Frank's probably going to break out.
Typed in one thing.
Frank's going to break out into hives probably after wearing it, but that's okay. And then we're also buying Frank replica CM Punk pink tights, and he's going to take the Gold Dust bodysuit off and be wearing those underneath it.
Guys, yeah, I'm telling you right now, you do not want to see me without a shirt on.
You already
It's
agreed, so
it's vile. It is
You agreed.
absolutely vile.
you
And
agree.
then our
Frank, I
guest
have a
is going
mirror
to
at
sue
home.
us
I've
for
seen it before.
assault.
Yeah,
Did anybody Did anybody just catch that? The Ultimate Warrior just ran out, and already one man gang is running out right after him. There was not even 15 seconds.
They didn't give a shit about the time in this
Out of
time
phase,
period.
we're behind. We had a running spot
I'm
out
gonna
across the
I'm gonna
ring.
have to veto the Frank in the bodysuit for next weekend. We're not doing that next weekend. Weekend after, when Rocco's here, I'm in. Or
She
whenever
wouldn't like it.
Rocco's here.
Yeah, no, it won't be on next week's. I was kidding when I said next week's because it's going to take at least 2 weeks to get from China. So,
Ugh.
In the
God,
meantime,
wash
can
it
we have
twice.
Frank
Right on,
dress up
Wish.
like Can we have Frank dress up like Stevie Richards from like early WCW era?
Oh my! No, I'd have to
Like
do.
those
I'd have
little-
to be.
Booty shorts.
I'd have to be Blue Meanie if you want me to do that.
And a tube top.
Oh, Jake.
You know what? My guy friend went as a Keem for Halloween. It was pretty awesome. Maybe we can have you. No, I'm kidding. You can't do a Keem.
I would totally do a Keem
Could
You know
you?
what's
No.
if
You're
I could
not a
find
Keem
it.
size.
If I could, girl, you have not. You have not seen me from like the boobs down.
You're
I
not.
have,
Alright.
and it's glorious.
take your shirt
I
off,
think he
Frank.
just asked you out.
Yeah, you haven't seen me from my boobs down. Would you go out with me?
You haven't seen me on my boobs down either.
Frank, once again, you're
Ooh, she's accepted.
actually not true.
I'm like
But-
Bertha Faye.
Get the fuck out of here. But
No,
Frank,
I'm dead serious.
your salesman skills are awful.
Second
Well,
and none.
I have an issue with the way I look. I especially seeing living in Boston for a while, which I call the land of the beautiful people.
Ugh.
I just I don't fit that cookie cutter mold, and when you've gone through 2 divorces, you feel pretty beat down. So I promise everyone that watches this that I'm working on that. I have a wonderful life coach named Lori Bischoff, and I have a wonderful therapist I see on Wednesdays virtually. So I'm working on it, and I'll get there, and I promise you I will sell myself to death. I'm just hoping Meighan is available when that time comes.
How much
There
you
it
charge
is.
by the how much you charge by the hour?
Wow.
This is no brag, guys. I'm not bragging at all. But if you're happy with yourself, if you're happy with how you look and how you live your life, then there you go. If you're not happy with how you look, you 100% have the power to change that. I
That's
never
absolutely true.
thought with having asthma or having anything that, first of all, I never thought I'd gain 40 pounds and get over 210 pounds, and I did. But then I lost all that weight and got myself down to 169 pounds. And now I've gained some of it back since the pandemic started. But getting up every morning at 4:30, building up my tolerance on exercise and everything, all of that stuff. When I first started it, I didn't think I was going to last a week because it was something I did with a friend for funsies, and because I was supporting him because he had had a heart attack, and he
Yeah.
quit after about 2 weeks, and I just kept on going. So if you want to change your life, you can change your life. And at first, anytime somebody saw that, I always roll my eyes. It's like, some people just can't. It's just not possible for them, and it really is. I don't have a gym membership. I don't have a personal trainer. I had nothing but willpower on a diet and what I could do physically so far as exercising goes. And I can't run. I would just walk as fast as I could, and I built myself up to 5 miles a day for that. Sit-ups, push-ups, and I did all the exercises on my front porch before I would do my quote-unquote run, and that was it. And I did that for months on end, and it's thoroughly possible. And Frank, I know you're dieting and you're doing a wonderful job with you held out while we were in Jacksonville. You didn't go to In-N-Out. You didn't destroy any of that. No, Whataburger. I'm sorry. Didn't destroy any Whataburger, and you did fantastic there. Just keep it up, man, and do it at your own pace. There's no such thing as too fast or too slow. There's the pace that you can go at.
No, I totally agree. I still have one bad habit, and that's I like my chocolate.
Mm.
And so I need to work I'm working on that.
Make
Lori,
keto bombs.
what is it?
Make a keto bomb, but the secret is you can have the chocolate, you just can't have the carbs.
Well, that's the thing. Lori and I are actually starting to talk about an actual keto diet, because with my surgery, everything from a carbohydrate perspective, I can pull. I don't eat anyway. It's just
Damn
the
it, Mike.
chocolate I can get rid of.
When did you have your surgery, Frank?
It'll be a year ago in 6 days.
Congratulations. How much
So-
progress have you made since having it?
I've lost 85 pounds. Like
Holy
there's
shit.
there's a huge difference. It's just like this bothers me. I hate this double chin crap. I've already dropped like five waist sizes and stuff. And I'm still a big guy, so like there's where I should be now is in the gym every day. But with the pandemic stunted everything for me, so I'm behind now. So I probably
gonna
should
duck.
be. What say what?
Oh, sorry, I was watching the match.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh yeah, there's a match on.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna
sorry.
hear more about Frank. This is cool.
I'm not
Right,
even
well,
watching it. I'm not even watching the pay-per-view. So
Frank, real quick,
Yeah.
have you tried Lily's chocolate?
No, I've never heard of that.
So I don't know if it's available out by you. I'm going to look in a second. If it is, I'm going to tell you to go get it. If it's not, I'm going to send you some. It's essentially a very low carb chocolate, and they make milk chocolate. I don't know if you're a milk chocolate guy, dark chocolate, whatever. When I was like strict keto, eating no more than 20 grams of carbs a day, every night I would have a whole Lily's chocolate bar. It's like a Hershey's bar, and I break off one piece at a time, put it in my mouth, just suck on the chocolate for a while. It was literally it kicked my chocolate crave, no problem. So I'm gonna see right now if they got them out by you, because I think you would really dig it.
And it's a low carb chocolate.
It's the low carb chocolate.
Shit. Honestly, if I could get that, I'd be okay. There goes the gang.
And the winner of the first ever Pat Patterson Memorial Royal Rumble, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
I
What?
forgot he last eliminated one man gang.
Yeah.
And he won absolutely nothing for it.
Well,
We're still waiting for him to get his world title shot.
This was supposed to be the beginning of the Duggan push, and we all know how that ended.
So here's the question: was this more of a mid-Carter event, the Royal Rumble itself, or was it really like the
Tippy top.
yeah, like the tippy top?
No, this wasn't even a pay-per-view. This was on the USA Network.
Really?
This one, yeah.
Mm.
Everyone after this one was on pay-per-view, but this one's on
Right,
USA.
right. Oh my. So was this seen as like a high level, like a top card, or was this seen as like the mid Carter guys?
This one I would probably lean to. So this was supposed to be the beginning of the Duggan push.
Yeah.
It's probably why you don't see Hogan.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, I would say it's probably more of a mid-card show.
Got a ferret running guy. Sable says hello. She wanted to hop on me. She missed me.
What's her name?
Sable.
Oh, Sable. That's right.
And she's actually my daughter's, but she has latched onto me and has adopted me as her person.
Because supposedly, before the cocaine ride from hell with Sheik, Hogan was already looking to kind of branch out here in '88 and especially by '89. So Duggan was slated to be the guy that replaced him.
Duggan was going to replace Hogan?
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
And then he got arrested in New York with Sheik, and that ended that.
I want to see the front of that belt. I want to see if the WWF is the way that belt got. Remember that we were looking at that.
You want to see the front, or you want to see the belt?
The belt, jackass.
Jesus.
Antonio is getting to be funny.
I thought
he
I
always
always
was.
was.
Also, Mike,
Yeah,
why
bud.
is my wife telling me to stop being a little bitch?
Because you were complaining about the damn computer thing. And so I messaged her and said, tell TJ to stop being a little bitch. Just so we got out there. Frank, do you know where the Super Stop and Shop is on Franklin Street?
Is it Franklin? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
It's by a Cold Stone.
Yeah. See,
They-
that's it. Yep. Yep.
They have lilies.
They do.
They have the
Okay.
chocolate. I'm telling you, they have all sort. They have salted almond, extremely dark chocolate, milk chocolate, milk chocolate, salted almond,
Salted nuts.
salted caramel, dark chocolate, and they have the baking chips too. So if you wanted to make like a keto cookie, you could.
Right. Is it LILY?
Yep, LILYS. If you go to LILYS.com, that's what you're looking for.
Sure, it's not porn.
I'll go get this shit tomorrow.
You should.
And I have to say that something that Lori kind of turned me on to was actually stevia. I didn't realize how good stevia was.
Yep.
And monk fruit sweetener. Monk fruit sugar.
That's not real, but that's a made up word.
What is it really?
I don't know.
Hey, man.
I'm fucking with you. That's what I do on the show.
Oh, all right. She was like, that's not real. Oh,
Oh no. I eat meat and potatoes every day.
Sounds amazing.
Well,
That's the man's man right there.
I'm in the
he's
process
a
of
man.
I'm talking to my wife.
How often do you oil and brush your chest hair?
Did you say oil and brush my? I only do one of those things. I don't do the other.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
Hulk
Your
Hogan
wife
again.
Your wife does the other for you. So which one oils and which one brushes?
Oh, she brushes.
Okay.
Baked potato with hot sauce on it. Oh, that's good.
Your dresser hot sauce. We haven't talked about that in a long time, by the way.
Oh, I throw that out a while ago.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah. Well, I had my Funko Pops up there, but I showed them.
Yeah, he was bragging about his Funko Pops, and I can't show mine because I'm not at home.
You guys in your foot. Where are you? Are you held prisoner somewhere? What's going on?
I am at work. There's a giant travel plaza by the interstate where I live, and I come out here and clean all night long. I clean their windows, and then I clean the restrooms, and then when the kitchen's done, I scrub the floor and get a check and go home.
So who was the rando girl that showed up earlier?
That's Heather. That's the cashier. She's
here's
worked
what
here
made
for a
it
while. She's
for
a
the
friend.
evening, the Islanders versus the Young Stallions in the main event of a pay-per-view. Well, not really a pay-per-view, but the first ever Royal Rumble. Yeah.
The Islanders.
So this Heather, let's explore that a little bit more. Are you dating that? What's the word there?
Nope.
Inter-office
I got one of
relationship.
these.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that. My bad.
Oh, you missed that whole conversation. No,
Yeah.
she's a good kid. She's had a rough time. She's got, I think she said 2 little kids and a worthless piece of trash man somewhere, and then she left him and found one that was even worse.
Well, don't I feel like a dick?
Well, there is a very nice man in Rhode Island. Just saying.
Henry or Frank.
Yeah.
Jesus, Frank.
Where the fuck is Henry?
Henry's working.
He has to stock, or sorry, he's dismantling another store like 45 minutes from his house, and he couldn't get out of work for it.
Paul Roma, looking like $1 trillion. Wait. Yep, the bell just rang.
Was the Young Stallions that Roma and Tom? Who's the other one?
The Z-Man?
Is that Tom Zank?
I think so.
I don't know. I can't see his face.
No, that's the Young Stallions. That's Paul Roma and Jim Powers.
Oh,
Jim Powers.
Mm.
So there's always been
Powers.
there's always been one video package I saw on WCW.
Jim Powers package.
Mm,
Red Rocket.
I can't even remember. I can't remember what show it was leading up to, but I think it was the last. It was a summer show. It's not important, but they were doing this video package on like the new generation of WCW stars. There's 4 of them. Wait till you hear this. It was Jim Powers, who was like 38. People forget he was in WrestleMania 1. It was Jim Powers, Alex Wright. That one I understand. Joe Gomez was the third one, and then the Renegade.
Oh my God.
And I just wanted to ask Eric, like, who in the hell? And they're just walking down a beach, sauntering, just strolling along. I like, what? Why?
Joe Gomez is he's one of the names that I wrote when we were doing that rebook, the pay-per-view thing that was in that Bunkhouse Rumble with 2 rings or whatever.
Yeah.
That is one of the names I had never heard of before. I had to look up.
He actually had a feud with Mongo. I'm not making this up, because as Joe Gomez, as a Bears fan, was upset McMichael was in the Horsemen.
That's a good book, man.
Now, that's
not-
who booked this shit. There's
Yeah.
that right there. Like, who booked this shit?
That's the only thing I remember about Joe Gomez was that feud.
Joe Gomez, who'd he ever beat?
Nobody. I mean, he might have beat old Hardbody Walker on an episode of WCW Saturday Night or some shit. But that's it.
Was
Hard
Joe-
body walker.
was Joe Gomez
Firebreaker,
he had the Native American gimmick?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Speaking of Native American, it has come out that the Cleveland Indians are changing their name.
Yeah.
Two.
Lord.
They haven't
Cleveland White
announced.
Sox.
Do you know what their name was before they were the Indians? This is real.
Redskins?
Savages.
Actually, I don't.
The Cleveland Spiders.
Oh, that's right. Wasn't there a how do I even say this now without being a dick?
You can't.
What? I mean, it's what they call it. So I guess wasn't there a Negro League team named the Spiders?
I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up.
I think there was. I know that there was like the Grays and.
I just have a really close friend that is an Indians fan, and he is irate about this. And I keep busting him up, going, "Hey, the Cleveland Spiders, they'll have good pitching," and he gets really, really ticked.
Boo fucking who?
So they're going back to the Spiders?
I don't think so. I just keep busting his balls that they're gonna go back to being the Spiders, but I have to be honest. I don't. I think it's. I understand the Washington one, but why can't you call who's next? The Atlanta Braves? They can't be called the Braves anymore.
Well,
Right.
I've actually had this conversation with people
So,
when the Washington thing first came up, was 4 or 5 years ago, whenever it was. First of all, Daniel Snyder handled that about as poorly as you possibly can. So let's start there. And like when all this first started, he was like, "I don't know what the big deal is," but so because whenever you hear that, everyone's first response is who's next? The Braves, the Blackhawks, the Seminoles. So the thing with that is I know the Blackhawks for sure. I'm pretty sure this. I know the Seminoles are also
changing their name.
no. God damn it! Let me finish my point. And then there's another. There's a third one. Those teams, for one, they're named after actual tribes, with the exception of the Blackhawks. That's just a generic warrior term. But also, most team names that have Native American names to them are approved by a tribe, whoever the local tribe is. Like in Illinois, there's the Illinois Fighting Illini, and they're wanting them just to take the fighting out. So they just be the Illinois Illini.
I haven't heard them referred to as the Fighting Illini in years.
And just like I've also heard, there are Irish Americans who want Notre Dame to drop the fighting out of the Fighting
Yeah.
Irish.
Fuck them.
Oh, geez, that was not
Coming in
was-
hot.
I have dual
That-
citizenship.
that was not an appropriate response.
Everybody
Yeah, dual-
else gets offended, yet my holiday, St. Patrick's Day, everybody has to be complete dumbasses. These broads go out with these green tulle skirts and everybody green beer. No, it's a day of eating soda bread and staying home.
I prefer the other version. I'm sorry.
I do too. But if the people act all fools, do you see the Irish people getting pissed off? No, we don't give a shit. We
Mike, you
repent.
didn't tell me you booked Sandra Bernhard for this show.
That's because Phil booked Sandra Bernhardt, not me.
Oh,
Why
A
am I
good
Sandra
suggestion.
Bernhardt?
No, it's just you're going on a rant like she does in her stand-up specials.
Oh, I thought you said I thought I looked like her, and I'm like,
No.
No.
Although I remember, I was 13. She did a special on HBO, uber pregnant,
I love her.
and she was in a see-through dress with no undergarments on.
And she was pregnant. It didn't stop TJ from the 5-knuckle shuffle that night.
I mean, I can't deny facts, my friend. Thank you, Frank.
There's your red rocket.
Oh.
Oh.
Heyo.
Heyo. This I really can't believe this match closes the show.
Yeah, why?
Look at it. It's stealing the show.
Yeah.
Look at Roma selling his ass off.
What's up, Paul Roma?
It's so hard for me to imagine two things. For one, that the Power and Glory doesn't exist yet.
Whoa! Carl freaking Mandic.
Carl joining us live from his local Chuck E. Cheese. Carl, how you doing today?
Pretty good. I won a lot of tokens. Actually, skee ball. I actually broke the skee ball machine. So.
True or false? You beat up little kids and take their tickets.
Oh God, no. Well, this one kid, his name was Devin. I went up to him and I said, "Hey, you little dork," and I kicked his tickets out of his hand, and I took them.
Look how happy he is right now, recanting the story.
No, I'm just happy. I'm just happy because guys, I'm not.
Did you have wine?
No, I didn't have wine. I had the best beverage that there is. It's the NFC North Championship. Once again, the NFC North champs. Woo!
Oh,
So
celebrate now, because in 2 weeks, not so much.
Carl, did you lose a bet?
No, I'm waiting on this.
That's a big rim on that hat.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna pay for Carl to go to a class to learn how to bend the bill of his hat.
No shit.
I use your word.
That's the Midwest way right there, y'all.
I think they lost a bet.
Said that.
Anybody notice that I changed Carl's name on Zoom?
Local drum man.
So just waiting for my lift, and
he's triple
oh,
C.
hey, buddy, no, I'm not. I'm not pulling you. Don't say that.
Oh.
I'm joking.
Shots fired, sir. Shots
Singer.
fired.
Oh.
Sorry, I had to only because
no, it's much appreciated.
I've done a remote version. So have you guys gotten to the end of Hacksaw?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The event's over in like 15 minutes, bro.
We still have a great interview.
So many good royal. Yeah.
That's
I'm gonna watch it.
That microphone looks like a fudgicle. Like what?
Oh, that could be on.
Are you watching porn again, Frank?
Well, if it's this Lily's chocolate covered caramels, hello. Oh, 1 sec.
Frank, can I ask you a question?
You sure
boy.
can.
This is a serious question. So you have a nice head of hair. Did you experience anything after your surgery, like losing your hair? I hear women go bald.
Yeah, I've heard that they actually talked about side effects, and that could be one of them. And I didn't have. I mean, I have a lot more gray hair, but no, I didn't. The issue I had was a mental issue where I actually went through like depression of missing food. It was really weird. It was legit
coping.
like, yeah, it was because I legit in a day, if you take out the chocolate, I consume about 900 to 1100 calories. Like I cannot physically hold anything. So me was, if we were doing TGT a year ago, I would have been probably mowing away. Like it was just my like, if I was in a comforting setting or watching football, I'd have a fucking pizza in front of me. Or it was Monday Night Raw, I had to get my pizza. Or oh, it's Friday night, gotta have my Taco Bell. And the choices I made were just horrible. So,
Hey Frank,
yes,
what
sir.
about alcohol? I had a friend that had that surgery that had it was a real setback.
Well, the thing about it is with them taking your stomach out the way they do.
Real quick, just imagine being this Lyft driver with Carl Mandick coming live from the back seat. I don't mean to interrupt you, Frank. Please continue your story, but just in the back of your head, think about what this Lyft driver is going to be thinking of themselves.
Wait. I'm sorry. Coming live from the back seat or coming live from the back seat?
There you go.
Yes.
Wait, is the Lyft driver his mom?
I hope
Probably.
so.
Hi, Mrs. Carl's mom.
Mrs. Womandick.
Would you say woman Mandick?
Is that your mom?
Womandick.
Womandick.
No, Carl has the mask on, so it can't be his mom.
No. I mean, a legit Lyft.
Yeah, he does sound like the local drunk man. So yeah, no, the alcohol piece, I was never a drinker to begin with, but with your stomach being so small, I could get drunk on one shot. Like it's recommended that you don't really drink. You said setback. What do you mean by that?
Oh yeah, he got plastered all the time. He was a drinker, and like he found out that was like a fast forward button for him to get drunk. And he had a real hard time with it.
Yeah, I mean, you can get plastered real quick. Like that's why even you those that were in Jacksonville with me, which would pretty much be Phil, I didn't drink either. Like
Not really. No, they did learn my little parlor trick though. My little claim I can open beer bottles with my forearm.
Now, Frank, what type of if you were to have a shot, what are you happy? Are you? Everybody has a different reaction.
Like what kind of drunk am I? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I guess that's
the last time I was drunk, my ex-wife was with me. This was about 20 years ago, and she said that I went face first down a flight of stairs on purpose, and I was screaming "Fuck the Titans" and Shawn Michaels sucks. So I don't know.
I don't like that.
So
yeah, I know.
So Frank becomes normal when he's drunk?
Oh, TJ.
Oh, nope.
Now there's shots fired. No, like I think about it, guys. I think I have a pretty good sense of humor without booze. I can only imagine like what's that going to add to it. Am I going to be like those that know Friends? Remember how fun Bobby was when he stopped drinking? Am I going to be like that while I'm drunk? Am I going to be boring drunk? Like I don't know.
It's possible.
I'm fun drunk.
Yeah. All right.
Me too.
Let's get you liquored up then.
I'm fun without it too. So.
Yeah, of course you are.
I don't drink at home. You'll never see. I think like my first Zoom with you guys, I had a glass of wine. That was it.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But I don't drink at home.
Well, see, I made the mistake when all these guys went to Jacksonville and they were talking to me about it on my chat pack. I drank a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, you did.
And I don't remember much after that.
That's last
I
time
remember
I
it all.
too. Last time I drunk, I poured beer on myself. That's
hold on.
You did that yesterday.
I didn't do that yesterday.
We're losing Carl.
Yeah, I'm getting a text from. I'm getting a text. We have a message in from Lauren White.
And
Carl,
we've lost Carl.
What he's drinking.
This has been the most bizarre remote I've ever seen.
All I see is a mask and a big hand.
Hey, TJ, have fun editing this out of the show.
Carl's turned into a speak and spell.
Carl, how drunk are you? You sound like a he really does like a speak and spell. Pull
No,
the string.
I have a mask on.
Sounds come out.
I have a
No,
mask on.
you sound like a speak and spell running out of batteries. It's like you're speaking in slow motion.
Your mask turned you into a drunk robot.
Well, it's either that or the stupid.
No, it wasn't the mask. I think it cut out for a little
AirPods.
bit.
I think you just went through some bad signal area. That's all, Carl.
Yeah, thank you, my friend.
Gallon of Jameson. Yeah.
Bye, driver. Bye. Bye.
Carl,
Hey.
Bye, driver.
how much crystal meth do you have under that mask?
How much what?
Nothing now.
How much crystal meth do you have under that mask?
Let me check. Hey, dealer, how much crystal meth do I have?
He's just yelling shit outside.
I think this is why we'd get along really well.
Oh, that's phenomenal. Oh, Frank, I was gonna say about the surgery and the hair loss thing. I know when I had my penis enlargement surgery, that happened. It's an unfortunate side effect, but it's it's a cross I have to bear.
Hold on.
Okay, you're supposed to
Wait,
say you had a
whoa. Penis enlargement?
Yeah.
Was that?
4 inches.
Now you could say I have a man dick.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Did they test me?
uh-oh. Buddy's
Buddy.
pissed. Buddy's
I thought that was
pissed.
a woman trapped in his basement.
No.
Oh,
I don't know if we've ever ripped on Carl this hard.
There's only 2 down there. Hey, shut up down there. No.
That's the lotion
I
on
feel
the
like-
skin.
I don't know why, but I feel like Carl's walking into an intervention on the show intervention right now.
Carl,
He's
how many
walking
drinks did you
remarkably
have
well.
tonight?
All of them.
None. Wish I had some. Um,
What are you showing us?
Wait, you went to a sports bar and didn't drink?
Why is there okay, hold on.
no, I brought home food.
Now what room is this in the house?
This is where he makes love.
This is
This is the official new Thunderdome dungeon with this sick ass Halloween Havoc.
how is this match longer than the Royal Rumble?
it's 2 out of 3 falls again.
Oh,
I need to paint my wall.
Again, if this happened before?
If you want the wall white,
girls'
Antonio can
match
come
was
over there and
2 out of
shoot some
3.
ropes and paint it white.
Mm.
could have done it under 30 seconds. You heard it. You heard me earlier. I was excited. I was shooting ropes everywhere.
TJ's like, I came back from penis surgery really fast for this fucking show.
Mm. Oh, anyway, so
Oh, Christ.
it's been a really fun last episode of Top Guy Theater, guys. It's been fun.
I just want to see the text tomorrow morning when TJ's editing the show. Like, what's his reactions?
Oh, you know what's fun is you guys think I'm going to edit any of this out.
No, I know
Hey.
you're not.
Not doing it.
Can we play a quick game of what would Carl eat late at night?
What's her name?
Isn't it like oh?
Megan,
Whoa.
that was awesome.
Isn't it like 4:00 in the afternoon in Arizona?
5:26.
Yeah, Green Bay chili, peel and eat shrimp, and a salad.
Are you Lex Luger and made someone else peel your shrimp?
That's what the women in the basement are for.
Well done.
They're down there. They're down there. One's name is Pa, and the other's name is Zuzu.
You have an unhealthy fascination with Pazuzu.
I love that documentary.
What's it called again?
The Devil You Know.
And TJ, I'm so disappointed you were not on we had my mom on when she killed Sami Zayn.
Your mom killed Sami Zayn?
I'm also confused.
Yeah, this is Lauren years, so we got to go back to like August. I think this is shit. This is
You're doing my hair.
Rajiv and this is pre-Frank, yeah, it was episode 2. And so my mom knocked over live on air while she was over, micro brawler.
That was a disappointing. That was a disappointing end to that story.
Oh yeah, well no, but he fell to his death.
Oh,
like
okay.
He fell very far. But
Still on.
we had the question going: what would your name have been had you been a female and or a male? So mine would have been Michelle Mandic.
Sorry.
Carl, one to
Michelle
10,
or Michelle?
How drunk are you, Carl? 1 to 10.
I don't think I'm that.
7?
6 and I would say 5 with a 6.5 of Green Bay beating Detroit because I fucking hate Detroit.
That's so weird.
I hate Detroit more than
Indianapolis.
I hate Detroit. No, like Seattle. Like I hate Minneapolis. Like I hate the Vikings, and I hate Seattle. But to beat Detroit, oh God, it's so good.
Hey,
It
Carl,
just feels so good.
can you please say she sells seashells by the seashore?
Don't have to do that.
She sells by the seashore. Yep.
Oh.
There it goes. I don't have it. Oh God, my light. Check out hey, by the way, bought this sweet ass blue light.
That went way better than I hoped.
Stop it right now. Stop it.
Carl, go to your bedroom right now.
Maybe I'm
Carl,
there.
show us your bedroom.
This is his bedroom, Meighan.
This whole Carl segment's a walk off. How are we gonna beat this?
That's not his. There's no bed in there.
Yeah, he doesn't sleep in a bed.
Yeah. You want to know where I sleep?
Sure.
That didn't come across creepy at all.
Nope.
Yeah.
It sure didn't.
I kind of want to see him put the blue light over things.
No.
Oh no, you don't.
It's going to be a Jackson Pollock.
I love shit like that.
Nope,
It's like that scary movie
don't.
where he puts it over his face and the whole thing lights up.
Oh,
What scary movies do you watch?
It's the movie Scary Movie.
Oh, that. Okay. Sorry.
And that ends the Royal Rumble 1988, folks.
Yep.
It's over.
God, that
It
was.
is. Mine's still going on.
Well, you were a little bit behind, I think.
Hold on. Nope, still going on.
So overall, what did everybody think of the show? We'll go to guests first. Travis Robertson, what did you think of Royal Rumble 1988?
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd have to give it. Oh wait, that's not 1 to 10. It was a 1.25 star, and I'm giving the extra quarter star for the 2 out of 3 women's tag team title match, 2 out of 3 falls. The Jumping Bomb Angels were fantastic. They really looked athletic, young, spry. They did a really nice job. As far as the Royal Rumble itself, I thought the Ultimate Warrior looked like he was blown up. I thought everyone else looked like they were fat and out of shape except for Don Morocco, and he looked really old. But I think the pay-per-view as a whole gets 1 1/4 stars.
I think we just had a first here on the show, Mike.
What's that?
Travis just might have done the only honest review of a show we've ever watched.
I mean, no, Phil's given a few of them. I would say Phil's given one or two.
Might have to archive.
Yeah, we might have to go into the archive. Antonio Santos, your review.
Half a star. I don't like it.
Okay.
I love that you guys are judging this like it happened yesterday. This was in 1988. This was the shit back in '88. This is incredible.
Apparently, I couldn't get to it.
Well, all right. Phil Jackson, what were your thoughts?
All right, so in 1988, this wasn't
What is
even a
Carl
pay-per-view. It was a special event match that ultimately was it was a spectacle of a Royal Rumble to draw viewers, but what everyone was really there for was the Hulk Hogan Andre the Giant signing. The Royal Rumble was something Pat Patterson came up with, threw on here, and it blew up in a big way. And like I said at the beginning of the show, Royal Rumble's my favorite pay-per-view. Always will be. Not to take anything away from WrestleMania, but the build-up, the anticipation, the surprise, what's going to happen, how is it going to go to Mania, that every year gets me just pumped up. But definitely just for me a filler show designed over one thing, and that is to build Hogan Andre.
Yeah, I can see that. Frank Bruno, thoughts?
Yeah, listen, I think this show did its job. I mean, look at the rating that Hogan Andre got on Saturday Night's Main Event, and I think this show was more to take viewers away from the bunkhouse. What was it, Stampede? We said.
Yep.
And it was meant. It's a meant for television event. It wasn't supposed to be star-studded. It was just supposed to do exactly that. It was harm another business and build toward the big Hulk Hogan Andre the Giant rematch. Overall, I think the Royal Rumble at the time was an innovative concept. I liked that match. The rest of the show was first of all, the what is it? The weightlifting thing was way too friggin' long.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked the opening match, and I liked the Bomb Angels match, but I love the Jumping Bomb Angels. But I just think the rest of it was, I mean, I'd give it more than 1.25 star. But I think it did its job.
Yeah, I think so. From my point of view, so if I just look back at it from 2020, I'd probably give it an overall of 2 stars. Really, I would. But that's looking back at it from today. To TJ's point, think about being back in 1988. This is probably 7 star. It was probably, if you're going 1 to 10, we'll give it 7, right? It was probably legit. To Frank's point, though, looking at that Dino Bravo segment, which just went way too long. We didn't need to, out of the 3 other matches on the card besides the Royal Rumble, right? 2 of those did not have to be 2 out of 3 falls. They could have put something else on the show, something like that. So, yeah, I mean, not bad for the time, not amazing, but it did its job. So I think that's a great point. Going off that, before we hit stop on recording, I want to give TJ an opportunity to take a break from soliciting people to cyber with him in the Zoom chat. Is there anything, TJ, that you would like to tell our listeners in preparation for next week or just in general?
Well, with the end of this show, I just do want to bring up, again, in '88, this melted people's brains. And also, what I think what's so interesting about this show is, they're plugging hard for Hogan Andre, which of course, but in 2 months after the show's over, Macho Man Randy Savage is a champion. Mm-hmm. That's what's crazy to me, because no one saw that coming. And then for next week's show, well, actually, first, I don't think Meighan gave her review yet.
Well, I was waiting for her to finish watching the pay-per-view. I didn't know how much longer that was going to take.
I think
what I like, the slow replays at the very end. Thank you, Antonio. This would just be a show where I'm hanging out with a bunch of friends watching it, not really caring about the character development. appreciating the talent the wrestlers bring to the ring. But other than that, am I emotionally invested, or would I have been emotionally invested? Probably not. I think it was a good, it was their version of Clash of the Champions, it seemed. I have to say, I love the women's tag match. And
It was good.
yeah, I don't know if
Meg-
it was just because I just came in and that's when I saw it. Even the Rumble was exciting, not gonna lie. So I think it was a good introduction to many people to the product if they never watched it before. And I think it did its job because it continued Hulkamania and Andre threw a table.
and just a very sober take on this. Seriously, think about this. There's a guy in a truck. I don't know who it was for WWE, but WCW had it. You have to be cutting those clips at the end for those slow-mo replays at the end. So as you're going through, you have to be cutting those as the show goes on. That's on hard tape. That's like on like VHS or God knows what they were shooting on.
Our friend was
for that-
talking about that.
Right. Dan Bynum brought it up. That's not easy. And that is one of the hardest things. And I think it's one of the more underrated things at the end where they can produce a segment that was not it wasn't, Vince probably didn't see it until it came up. Like, all right, go, run it. So, I mean, that's one thing to keep in mind. I mean, just it's a very, very tough editing job, and kudos to whoever did that.
We can look at the credits and get an official name.
I would be, I
Carl.
believe it's Kerwin.
And you can bring him on. We can bring him on the show.
I think it's Kerwin Selfies.
You should find out who it is and get a hold of him right now in your present state.
And that'd be good. That would do me good.
Carl, what's in that cup?
Bus, heat, more barbecue, JR.
But what's inside of it? What are you drinking?
Buddy, what is it?
Okay.
Is
On
it
the scale of 1 to 10 earlier, he's
is it
easily a 7.
It's kombucha. Kombucha.
Carl, were there any hot babes at the restaurant that you watched the game? Did you get any numbers?
You have to understand. I'm looking at fantasy and betting, and you guys saw that I have a $30 bet on Pittsburgh winning and Baltimore winning for a large sum of money. I don't go to bars to do anything else but absorb the greatest American pastime. Sorry, baseball.
What about hockey, you
what it
son of a
is.
bitch?
Oh,
Yeah. It's football. And even if Green Bay were the Jets, and I mean this, they were 0-16. I feel the same way. I think football is the most visceral, amazing, reactionary sport that we have out there. not sports entertainment. Different.
What about women's gymnastics? What about women's college gymnastics?
What?
Maybe-
What?
I
What?
could do a whole show on women's college gym.
Are you participating in women? What do you what?
I did take an adult gymnastics class with people before because I cheered in college, but no, I like to watch college gymnastics.
Are you
Well,
hog watching during that time?
What? No, that's men's gymnastics, but
Oh, we're
before,
talking about ladies. Gotcha.
I
Sorry.
said women's college gymnastics.
I just heard gymnastics.
That's
Get with
a
the
good
program,
sport.
sake.
That's a good sport, local drunk man.
I was to say Michael Phelps have to, again, hashtag shaft side up. I mean, that guy's got to have a big one.
How else do you do it?
I mean, that guy sticks up. What's odd about him is that his wingspan is 7 foot. He's a 6'7" man. His wingspan is 7 foot.
You talking about Michael Phelps?
Not normal. Yeah.
Is it like on his stomach or is it like up against his leg? Like, what do you mean by shaft side up? I'm trying to
We have-
picture how it's
Well,
laying.
no, you've got to flip it. Yeah, I would think it would be
We
straight
have
up.
lost the path.
That being said, this has been a glorious episode of Top Guy Theater.
How
Thank
is
you
it
for
sitting?
tuning in. Tune in next week for a big surprise.
Talking balls.